So what? Pete the re.
What's up? What's up, people? What's going on? I seen a lot of heads bop into that tune over there, right?
That was fucking fire.
Bro, I never heard that song before. And I found it on Facebook.
Never?
Like, yo, this is fire.
You
Yo,
said
I never heard that. It was Redman, Fife Dog, and Busta Rhymes.
Busta.
I'll probably get a
Nutshell.
copyright claim for that, but I don't give a fuck. That shit was fire. I said I'm using this. And what's up to the people in the chat? We got Poe, Mad Mama Bear, Austinator. What is up? Caleb is in Caleb. Sorry, Caleb. Caleb is in the house. Who else is up in here? Invis is in the house. Thank you guys. Chasis is in the house. Thank you guys for coming once again. Do appreciate it. What is up? As we do always, we are going around the panel so that these guys can talk about the channels. Mr. Roberto Mendez, tell the people about your channel, sir.
Yes, that's what I got to say, yo. I'm
Live and direct.
Nada. Scratching nada.
Guys up.
Yeah, Basco Scenario.
Ba-dam-bam.
That's my channel. Up to 60 subscribers. Climbing.
What?
Yeah, man. I'm getting love from the community. I just got gaming, but you know, I'm getting that pressure now. I said if I hit 100,
What up, Flash?
my first show. I mean it. So
Wait, hold on. Could you rewind that before I said what up, Flash? What's your strategy? Because I like it.
What? Have a Zuba for me.
First off, before you go, hold on, guys.
Go
First off, Matt, sorry about your friend.
My condolences.
Oh shit!
Absolutely, for all of us from here. You know what I mean? Sorry about that. Guys, go ahead.
Man.
Sorry.
Shit. Shit, man. Mama Bear. Sorry, I heard that, man. That's terrible. No, I said like I was saying in the chat yesterday's show. I said, well, if I was telling to Caleb, I'm like, well, if I get 100, then I have no excuse for not doing a show. So, and he started like subscribe, and all that stuff. And Anzo did a shout out yesterday on one of his shows, and yeah, I all of a sudden he texts me, check your subs. I was at 47. I'm like, oh shit.
You done though, huh?
Yeah.
That's
Kicking
how
up
we
that
do it.
dust, making me cough and shit.
That's how we do it. Roberto, you're next. We're gonna get you up to 100 subs too.
So listen, when I get 101, son, that's what I'm coming out. Like, just watch.
Yeah, okay. So there's a challenge, guys. We got to get him up to 100 subs. Josh, you are up next. Tell the people about your channel, sir. It's been a minute, man.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I've been busy, new job, and I'm sure I'll talk about that because it ties into my thing. But Movie Aficionados on Facebook, I'm up to 45 subs, so we're almost halfway there. I've been trying to put my videos up every day. It's hard for me, but I have new things coming up down the pipeline and new projects and different things. So, and always on Movie Aficionados, our group. If you have anything, if you're a content creator, we've almost 7,000 members over there. So, I wish I had half of them on my channel. I gotta market it more, man. Hopefully, it'll come over. But yeah, man.
We'll get you up there too.
And
man.
shout out to Anzo. Congrats to you again for your 1,000. So.
Oh, thank you, man. Much appreciated.
Like Inspiration, mofo.
We will get all you guys up there. And you guys know how we do it. Another episode of Off Our Chest. And since Josh hasn't been around in 2 weeks, I'm going to let him start because I know he got a story for us all to tell. And I think we all been dying to hear this fucking story. So, Josh.
Yeah. So, I know. I wish I could have brought this sooner. It's been like 3 weeks ago now. It happened. For those of you who don't know, I got into a little bit of a scuffle with two different people at the same time, two brothers. They wound up, I found out later on. They just came. I'm going to curse a lot during this, so it is what it is.
Thing, bro.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know. Just giving it.
Parental guidance is advised.
Yeah, parental guidance definitely advised.
We might swear up in here.
So
that is correct.
These two drunk morons, they were not just drunk, they were fucked up on something. I don't know if they were coked out or took, I don't even know, something, fentanyl, something crazy. They come in, no mask, which I have a new thing. Now, if you come in my club and you're not wearing a mask, I'm going to tell you once to put it on. After that, I'm not fighting with you. The manager can go do it if he wants to or whatever. I'm not going to sit here because it's what started this whole problem. So no mask, just talking all types of shit like, fuck you. I'm not putting a mask on. I'm not doing that. You fat fuck. And talking to the girls like, these are a bunch of whores, all this shit. I'm like, dude, you guys, you got to leave. No, fuck you. We're not fucking leaving. It's like, okay, come on. No, come this way. So I brought them outside and it instantly it escalated from there. They were like, oh yeah, we're going to show you now, boy. And one guy took a swing at me, completely missed. I hit him with a nice left jab, bam. And then
what?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Did they call you boy?
He did.
They said it's on now, boy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did. Well, that ties into something later because Roberta, you had a question about that. You were asking.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. But it wasn't fun at all. I wound up taking some hits myself, but I doled out some hits. Got my shirt ripped, and I held my ground. Though I'm a little proud of myself, but I'm not happy that I had to do this. I'm not happy I had to fight these two morons. Like, then my
never
manager
know when it's going to happen, right?
Yeah, no. My manager comes out like 5 minutes later. He found out what was going on. And I threw one guy up against the car. Eventually, when it was one-on-one, we both had each of our guys We put them down on the ground. We held them there, waited till the cops came. Yo, and shout out to the Blue this time. They came as fast as they could. It still wasn't. It was still. We had them on the ground for like. I want
They
to
didn't
say
try and arrest you first.
Huh?
They didn't try and arrest you first.
Well, when they
and your manager came and said, "No, it's not him."
No.
I'm just checking.
I'll explain that. So it was a good 10 minutes that we had each of our guys on the ground, and like my guy, dude, like I'm telling him, I'm like, dude, just stop. He's like, fuck you. Put my face in the ground again. I dare you. It's like, dude, like you're in a position right now. I could take my fist and just start pounding your fucking head through the pavement. There was one point I remember, it was like a week later, I regret it. I was like, oh, I should have just fucking you bother. He kept trying to turn around. He bit me at one point. He fucking like turned around and punched me. I'm like, grabbed his fucking hand, turned him back around, put him back on the ground. I could have just choked him out. But he did say something about his neck. He was like, yeah, you're on my neck. Get off my neck. And I was just thinking like, oh, fuck. Like,
you were waiting for him to say he can't breathe, huh?
No. I didn't even wait. I'm like, so then the cops come. When the cops came, they said, everybody on the ground. I sat there on the ground. Those two morons were just talking shit to the cops. Fuck you, you pigs, blah, blah. You piece of shit. We're going to fuck your kids. All types of crazy shit, these guys. That's why I don't know what they were on. So the guy was like, really? The cop was like, really? So turn them around. They figured out, because the dancers came out too, and they were for those of you who don't know, I work at a strip club. I failed to mention that. You guys all know that. So the dancers had their head out the door and were like, yeah, you motherfuckers. They were talking all types of shit. And they were the ones that identified that me and my manager, who I was like, dude, I love you, man. You're like my brother, man. He's old, dude. He's 65 years old. He held his own. My manager's 65, and these guys were young. It also made me realize, like, I am starting to get old. My age is like catching up to me, because I was like,
stop your shit.
No,
man. Hey, you know, he told me how old he was on Joe backstage. I was like, what? You puppy, man. You puppy.
Yeah, but
puppy's older than you.
To be getting into a fight with like two, young bucks, 220-somethings.
I'm proud of you, Josh.
I'm
don't mess with O.O.C, boy.
There's a reason why I'm bringing this. It's not just to be like, yeah, I'm a badass, I want to fight. No, I want to talk about something. And also, I'll explain to you, when they were in the cop car, the cops were telling us, yeah, they were, kicking the windows, trying to kick the windows out. They were calling us.
Oh, really?
I'm like, so they were, when you brought them to the station, after all that fucking shit, you held them there, right? No, sorry. We couldn't do it because we had to release them the second we got to the station because of COVID and all this stuff. I'm like, wait, these guys are calling you pigs. They're trying to kick out the fucking window of the police car. You had to let them go immediately. Like, that was one thing that was annoying. The other thing that I realized was annoying was when I went to press charges. They had said, listen, if you're going to press charges, you have to give your address. It's for their attorney. Wait, what? Like, wait, they were the aggressors, but I have to give them my address and put my personal info? They're like, well, you can just list the number and address of the club if you want to do that. I'm like, okay, fine. But they don't have to give, their info, but I'd have to give mine, and I'm like the victim. They could come back and and that's the other thing I wanted to talk about is like, it's not like, oh yeah, I kicked their ass. Dude, what if they had affiliations to a fucking motorcycle gang I didn't know about? What if they come back with a gun? That's why I have pepper spray now, just in case, and yeah, man, there's a couple other things too, like, that it makes me think about, like, people are going nuts now. People have their Stockholm syndrome. And there were a couple other times, there were other fights that happened after this too. Like, that was fucking crazy. But there are other fights that happened recently at that same club and at that same spot, and people are just losing their minds, man. What do you guys think?
I think your fucking job should have been closed down because of COVID, but Florida has fucking rules of their own, man. That's all right, man.
That's true, without a doubt. But
for me, back in the day, that's like a typical night You'll see some morons drink too much. They touch a girl in the wrong spot. It's bound to happen. That's why you get really big, intimidating bouncers in these kind of clubs to avoid those kind of things. But they still happen.
Yeah.
Well, you used to own a club, Roberto. You have any incidents like that?
Well, look, besides the cops not allowing us really to expand, because this place we had was a restaurant. It had a capacity of 100 people. We got rid of all the tables, all the chairs, giving it more room, right? You would think. They lowered our capacity. So we would stick 400 people in there every weekend. Just banging. New York style club. You've been there, no?
Yeah. I've been there.
Those were the days. And for, a club that small, we had like 10 bouncers. And I tell you, these bouncers were handpicked. They were the top bouncers of all the black clubs in the city. Robert Pace, 360, Abdul. I had so many of them.
Yeah, they cost money too, Roberto.
Yeah, but you know what? People go out for a good time. They don't want these little procrastinators, the one or two in the crowd, to cause problems. You keep those guys under control. The other 380 are coming back. They're spending money. They're buying liquor. You pay your bouncers. You pay your DJ. You restock your bar. You pay everybody. And what you're left with, you buy some spliff and have fun the next weekend. That's how we rolled for a good almost 2 years. But it was tough. Luckily, we knew all the gangsters. So before they came in the club, they dropped their hardware with us. I brought it in my office. The end of the night, gave it all back to them. If you guys want to dust each other, feel free to do it outside, not in the club. This is a place of fun.
And that's what I'm talking. I'm sorry. That's what I'm talking about, though, is like, I didn't know if they had a fucking knife. If I had a knife, I might
never know.
I might not be here talking to you guys. If they had a gun, I might not be. I definitely wouldn't be here talking to you guys. And I mean, maybe they'd miss. Maybe they'd shoot fucking somebody else in the fucking head. That's what I'm talking about. That's why it's like, I'm too old for that shit of like, yeah, we had a brawl. It was awesome. I fucking kicked their ass. It's like, no, dude, like, this is real life, man.
It's not worth it.
Real life.
You know
really
what?
not worth it when you really break it down.
Think about it. You're protecting what? What are you protecting?
Some other man's business.
Some other man's business. Put your mask on. No, fuck you. I'm not putting my fucking mask on. Okay, you know
exactly.
what?
You know that it was bad. It was bad what happened to you, but you were fortunate that it was just that. Like, could have been a knife, could have been a gun.
But look at the twist. Look at the twist of that, guy, Scar. What if he didn't say nothing to the guy, and one of his co-workers rats him out to the boss, and he gets fired for not doing his job?
That's
there's a twist to everything, right? It's not like he expected these guys to jump him, but it's fucked up. You never know.
But look what he said now. He goes, "Put on your max." No, okay, you take care of it.
Right.
Yes, and
it's just the aggression that causes.
It's not in your I mean, you're the mic guy, right? The lovely
DJ.
Lucy. You're that guy, right?
I DJ.
Let those guys who get paid to do that shit, man.
We don't have that there. Well, so let me talk about that. All right, really quick. We don't have that there. I do everything at my club here in town where I am, and I'm at a new club. I'll talk about the parallels that made me realize I do everything. I'm like talent relations, the bartender. Even though we don't serve alcohol here, I give them their Red Bulls or whatever nonsense. I clean, which is nonsense. I DJ. So this new club I'm at, it's in New Jersey, and it's legit, man. I just DJ. That's all I do. I answer the phone. I do, and the owners.
Why people call the order pum pum? What's going on? Who's calling you? Flash, Colette?
Yeah, probably asking all these stupid ass questions like, is there a waiting list? And what time is the kitchen closed? Blah, 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 all the stupid shit. I just hang up the phone. I focus on the music. We have security that we pay to do that. Here's the problem, though, right? There's one security guard. He had an issue Saturday. He had to spray somebody down with the pepper spray, and he was like, this is the first time that happened in a while. It's that fucking toxic. The COVID's causing these people, whatever it is, to come out, act nuts. I know you guys don't even have to deal. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No.
No, but you're chilling at the house, right? You guys are locked down.
Yeah, we are left.
Yeah, so
we're let up till 9:30 now.
But you see, that adds a different type of thing because now there's a lot of domestic violence, and a girl just got killed a few days ago because of domestic violence. You know,
in my area. Yeah,
that's crazy too. That's like they were fine together when they had their time apart. Like, oh man, I have to go to work, so I don't see him as much. Now it's like just like Stockholm syndrome. It's fucking crazy. But then the next day, those guys came back, and we had almost had another incident. And it's like, this guy's a big dude, security guard, but he said to the guy, he's like, "You guys can't come back. What the fuck, man? You were the ones that we had to mace down and pepper spray, all that shit." And the guy's like, "No, buddy. Hey, buddy, please, buddy. Let me come in and stay." The guy's like, "Dude, listen. If you don't get the fuck out of here, I'm gonna mace you and I'm gonna throw you out of here." Now, if you said that to me or one of us, we're all logical, like, "Oh, okay, I'm good, man. I'll take care. I'll see you." This fucking guy kept going, kept saying stuff, and then he looks at me. He's like, "Josh, call the police." But then he like whispered, like, "No, don't really fucking call the police." And then so I pretended to call the police. I just wanted to be out there just so he knew, I have your back.
Yeah.
Other guys, but that causes problem too. Because then if I'm like, "Hey, so what's up?" Like with him, it's just going to escalate things, and that's what I'm. You know what I mean? So it's still like an issue. It's still like not safe in this environment.
And with the fact that the cops let these guys go, then they were still high. They could have said, "Oh yeah, you know what? Let's go back to that place, like you said, and whoever they could have been affiliated, let's go shoot that place up."
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that's not cool.
That's fucked up.
And I have to give my name and address to. That's why, like, everybody's telling me, "Josh, make sure you get that civil suit. You can get some money if you." I'm like, dude, no, whatever, man. I'm all good. I'm alive. After it's all said and done, I'd never want to see them again. That's it. I'm not going to try to sue them for money or any weird shit.
You should have just gave him the name Jason. What was it? Jason. What was the name?
Jason Miller.
Yeah, you just should have given him Jason Miller.
What's that?
When Oslo started YouTube, that was his name, Jason Miller.
Yeah, that was my name. If you go back and watch old streams, you'll see them calling me Jason.
What, you thought you were telemarketing or what?
Something like that.
I still can't get over that time.
Jason Miller, what the fuck is that?
I was going over old streams, and all of a sudden, I hear Rob's there. Yeah, we have Jason Miller. I'm like, who's Jason?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, I do want to touch upon.
Oh, that's hilarious. Nice one, Antoine. So, my eyes, it's always a nice one.
So, Roberto, you'd asked a question about, what the guys look like. That's what I'll say.
I asked if they were white.
All right.
That's all. You know why? You know why I asked that? Because I wanted to know if it was a racial encounter.
Yeah.
I mean, if they were black, it could still be racial. Maybe you're high yellow and they're darker. I mean, I just wanted to know if they were white. The same reason how, they're always so quick to call out black people, So why can I say is he white? Sorry if I offended you guys, Gar.
No.
This is like 3 weeks in the making. We even had this
to be honest, hold on, Josh, a second. To be honest, for me, I don't see it that way. I don't see it anymore as racial. I just see it as hate. I don't see it as black or white. I just don't.
Just curiosity.
No, I get it. I get it. No, I wasn't offended at all. But when you asked that in the group chat at all, it's just, I don't know, man. The way where I grew up and the way I see things, that the only way that I see you end the stigma is by ending those questions as well, in a sense, right? I'm not saying to condone the wrong, but if it's wrong, it's wrong. Be it black or white, it's wrong. That's the way I see it. That's me, and I guess a lot of people had that way of thinking. We wouldn't have these problems.
Well, for me, I just did the math. He's a black guy in the U.S. Let's see if it's what it seems to be happening, because now the Chinese are feeling it, and
Asian, Asian, not necessarily.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
But it's in all honesty. It is the Chinese flu, as Trump called it, right?
Right.
He didn't call it the Asian flu. He said Chinese. So
Segue.
basically,
Segue.
these trailer park uneducated motherfuckers are just going after Chinese. They could be Filipino, they could be Japanese, they could be Korean. In their eyes, they're all Chinese, right?
Absolutely.
They can be
So-
just Americans that have been how many generations living in the country?
You walk up to a 7-year-old Chinese man and punch him in his fucking face. What kind of fucking
He's
person
never
are
been-
you, man? What kind of a
never
person
been-
are you? You know what you got to do to a guy like that? You got to fucking stomp on him on the side of a sidewalk.
Well,
You know? Like,
not that it matters, but I'm sure that random 70-year-old guy from the U.S. who's Asian never's been to the Wuhan market or bought bats.
but how fucking ignorant are you, Josh?
It was like, you know what I mean? It's like,
How
no,
ignorant are you?
well, it reminds me, it's reminiscent of 2001. I said that to my friend, like with the Middle East, you know, I mean, like, oh, you guys bought 9/11, you know, it's like all Middle Easterns are terror, you know, it's that fear that that's
But
worse.
Uneducated. It's uneducated.
Like it got to the point where they stopped. They put bans on turbans and shit like that. You know what I mean? And it's like
Right where we live.
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like if you don't want us to sit there as black people to say all white people are racist, then they have to take the same kind of energy and understand that not all Muslims are terrorists. Not all Asian people have, and many people don't have anything to do with the virus anyway. So at the same time, it's like you said, it's just ignorant people. They're just.
Let me ask you this
ignorant.
question, my Canadian compadres. Us being on the other side of the border, looking over, seeing what's going on. Innocent people being killed. Guys selling videotapes, cigarettes, broken taillight, being killed. Man walks into a fucking shopping center with a fucking automatic weapon, kills 10 fucking people, and they arrest him? And you want us, be it black, white, Asian, alien, to understand that this hasn't gone to an extent that I've never seen before?
I only got
look what happened.
Bits and pieces of the story. I was
Fuck the story.
No, I didn't know. I didn't hear the whole thing.
That guy, you know what? They should have sent that fucking thing they sent in for that brother who was in the hotel. That little machine with has a bomb on it. It has a fucking AK-47 on it. It shoots out fucking nails. It does all that shit. Send that in there for that guy. Why are you out there trying to talk to this guy? Tell him to come out. Why don't you blow up the fucking shopping mall? He killed one of your own.
Wow.
Look what happened at Dawson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shooter went into Dawson. Cops went in and shot him.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
It was a school shooting at a college here. A guy went in with automatic weapons, well, semi-automatic weapons, and he started shooting at students during the middle of the day. It's a college downtown Montreal, and the cops went in there, and right away the first opportunity they had, they
that's
him.
But that's what they do here. Now, this was a topic that I did have for the show a couple times, because there is a total difference of the way they talk about black people that have done stuff and white people that have done stuff. That dude that went into the church and killed a lot of people, all the news reporters, all they were saying is he was a troubled teen. He was this. He is mentally ill, this and that. But when it's a black person that gets murdered, it's like, well, he raped his girl like a year ago, or he was selling drugs. You know what I mean? And that's
trying to discredit you.
Yes.
Where that thing I posted on Facebook where the cop said that kid was having a bad day, maybe. Like,
it's ridiculous, man.
What did he do? Steal a candy? He fucking killed people, man. Yo,
I agree.
Yeah, man. It's a crazy world, man. And you know what? Even when my family visited from Florida, right? Like
that's sad to hear, Poe.
Yep. Said that shooting happened 30 minutes
That
away
was in
from me.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's
Like
fucking sad to hear.
like my cousin when he came here, and and he sat down, and he saw my dad with a bunch of people, different races at the table, and he's like, wow, this is crazy. And I'm like, why? And he goes, you don't see much of this shit where I am in Florida, He goes, you don't see this equality of breaking bread together. You know what I mean? Maybe it's changed. I'm talking about over 25 years ago, right? This happened, and it's just crazy. It's different. Our that's what I say. I don't know. I love the country we live in. We're not perfect. We're definitely not perfect. But the fact that I can walk out my house at 4:00 in the morning with my headphones on, and the chances of something happening to me are very minimal, it's great, man. It's great. Things that we don't think about sometimes, right?
Absolutely.
It's almost come to the. Sorry, go ahead, Anzo.
No, I was just gonna say Poe was correct. They said they took the shooter to fucking Burger King. The cops paid for his food. Absolutely, they did.
That kid that shot up the church.
Yes, they gave him Burger King. They took him to Burger King. You hungry? You want some Burger King?
Oh my God.
Job well done, guy. You know what I mean? Like that's how it is. Like what the
That's
fuck,
fucking
man?
nuts, man.
Doesn't matter who's in the fucking White House. Obama,
no,
Trump. Like I told my buddy, again, he brought up Trump, and I'm like, hold on. How many months has Biden been president now? Why are we talking about Trump? But we ended up talking about him. And I said, I know I bashed the guy a lot, but he did one really good thing for black people. He goes, yeah, what was that? I go, what? You seem surprised. You said Trump did so much good things. The one really good thing he did for black people is letting us know how much people really hate us.
Yeah, for real.
And I thank him for that because,
no comment.
like I said, I was born in the 60s. I might, I've seen racism. I saw that shit on TV as a kid that was going on in the US with the dogs and the water hoses. I saw that shit. And I was like, I can't believe that's happening in real life. Like, it's nothing remotely close like that here in Canada. I experienced nothing remotely close to that in my entire existence on this planet living here. But I could tell you right now, it's probably the most racist I've ever seen it. In your face racist, not closet racism, in your face. And basically they're saying, what the fuck are you going to do about it? All those people that were, growing up into it are now the heads of it.
And the thing about it is, right? Like when all this black people getting murdered and stuff, this is when you started to see all these videos of white people calling fucking cops on people because they were selling lemonade out in the front yard or they were in a park sitting down. Pretty fucked up. You know what I mean? Like to do stupid shit like that. The only reason why you're doing that is because you think the cops are gonna come and fucking kill them. That's why you're doing that shit. You know what I mean? And yeah, you're
doesn't happen
right.
all the time. And we say it all the time. There's not all cops are bad. But when you have a majority, it outweighs the minority. And this is how you have to call a spade a spade. I'm sorry.
What were you gonna say, Josh?
No, I was gonna say that, or they didn't know, like the one with the girl selling the water. They didn't think that the cops would come and do something like, oh, they'll just come and tell them to move, and it could have escalated. They weren't thinking about the possible escalation.
Which one was that?
No, I'm when the little girl was selling the water, and the woman called up and said, "Oh, they're selling water out here." Maybe she thought like, "Oh, the cops will just tell the little girl to move away."
That's what you really think?
They weren't thinking about the consequences at all. They were just like,
"That's what you really think." You really think they weren't thinking of consequences or what would happen? Absolutely, they were. Because why don't you just mind your own fucking business?
Oh, like, without a doubt.
Who gives a shit if a little girl is on the streets trying to make money? And if it was a white little girl, I'm sorry, she wouldn't have did it.
Oh, we agree. 100%.
That's cute when it's the others, you know? It's cute.
No, I agree
But
with you.
maybe that little girl is really selling drugs, pretending to sell lemonade.
No,
Oh, shit.
Because you know,
Ice lemonade.
but
you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
It's either or, Anzo.
What about the little kid that had the little toy gun in the park and the cops just rolled up on him? Didn't give him fucking but 2 words and bah, bah, bah.
Crazy.
You know, like we can't keep reenacting on some bad events, but when they just occur so many times, so frequent, you can't ignore it. Where's this whole Black Lives Matters momentum? What did something else happen? Is there a tornado? Is there a storm? What happened? Like it's for the moment until something else happens.
Now that you brought up Black Lives Matter, right?
Okay.
Thank you. I did that for you, sir.
That's what we do. It's the ways we do it. That was the next thing that I had to put on my mind. Look at that. You got a super chat.
Thank you for the $20 super chat, man. I do appreciate
that. Music played for that. I never seen that shit on here yet.
Because I just got monetized. That's why, you know. So respect,
that's abbreviation for motherfucker. Respect.
Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks a lot for hosting the show. I don't say or share much because that's just how I am, but greatly appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. We do appreciate it. This is why we do the show. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing on here. We ain't trying to disrespect nobody. We just speak in our minds. You know what I mean? And we're trying to give like a Canadian Black point of view as well, because you guys, Josh is in America. Most of you guys are in America. You know what I mean? And as Canadians,
Josh, do you feel hate from us, Josh?
Love you guys, man. For real.
We love you too, man. There's a few good Americans over there.
No, but like Jason said before, right? It's all about having conversation, and that's how people, you know, you not because we disagree with each other means we hate each other. It's absolutely.
The only way we're gonna learn is by having these conversations. It's the only way we're gonna learn. You know what I mean? We have to make people feel uncomfortable, because that's the only way it's gonna change. Unless once people start feeling uncomfortable. You know what I mean? So if
show them that we're not fucking bots.
And Geishkar, I am curious what you have to say about Black Lives Matter, because I have a rebuttal or something, you know.
No, well, actually, I'm gonna share something on my screen. Just give me a second. It's the first time I'm doing this.
Appreciate it.
This right here. So, this is what's going on now. And in Europe and in all soccer, in many sports, they go down on a knee because of what occurred, right? With the whole violence towards Black people. But now a lot of Black athletes are opposing this. So here we have Wilfred Zaha. He says, I feel like taking the knee is degrading because growing up, my parents just let me know that I should be proud to be Black no matter what. And I feel we should just stand tall. It's becoming something that we all just do now, and that's not enough for me. I'm not going to take the knee. I'm not going to wear a Black Lives Matter on the back of my shirt because it feels like it's a target. We're isolating ourselves. Unless action is going to happen, don't speak to me about it. And now he stands. You go, Wilfred Zaha becomes the first Premier League player to not take the knee. It's becoming something we just do not do now, and that's just not enough for me. And more Black athletes are doing the same. They're no longer kneeling, they're standing tall because they feel that this whole Black Lives Matter movement, it's becoming just words and not lack of action. And I just wanted to bring this up front, and I want to get your point of view on this.
Wow.
Since, you know.
Well, you know how I feel. Well, I kind of gave you the drum roll to that.
Well, you started up, Roberto. How you feel? Tell him.
I feel it's a fucking gimmick. It's, I mean, it's for the moment. It's for the moment, and I agree with that guy 100%. Because, you know, if you look deep enough, who's really getting the money from this? What is that? Where is this money going? What is it doing? Who is it feeding? Tell us, Josh.
Well, so my issue is I think they should change the name Black Lives Matter for their what they really believe and what they really represent is some Black Lives Matter to them. You, me, Roberto, we're not getting shot by the cops or whatever. And we're also, hold on. So Black Lives Matter. If all Black Lives matter, right? What about in Nigeria where there's genocide every day, where thousands of Black people are being killed? Is any like Black Lives Matter going on over there? Are they representing them? Like you said, is there any money going over to Nigeria to stop genocide? You know what I mean? And you guys are in Canada, right? If something happened to you, would there be as much outrage? You know, heaven forbid, if something happened to you guys, would there be as much outrage? You know what I mean? As if it was here in America? You know, so to them, I think it's very specific. It's the 80-20 rule. To them, I believe 20% of Black Lives Matter, or even less, depending, you know. What do you think about that?
I'm going to say the Black Lives Matter movement was created because of white cops killing Black men innocently. That's what it's about, right? Now, people like to say, well, Black people kill Black people. That's correct. White people kill white people. But it's about the injustice of these cops always getting off. These white people always getting off. It started with Zimmerman, and then it just continued to go on until it got to a point to where it's like, okay, enough is enough. You know what I mean? Hold on.
Sorry, Anzo. I can't control. Sometimes I have to laugh out loud.
Danny, $4.99 super chat. What the hell? This has turned into cop bashing. Is cool. I will no longer stream with y'all cop bashing Canucks. You make me sick. Josh is a traitor.
He's trolling so hard. And Danny, you spelled traitor wrong, by the way.
He always makes me laugh. He always makes me laugh. Because you can't get more real than Mr. Comic Chat.
You know? But yeah, so that's the thing. You know what I mean? It's like it's not that it was built on Black people killing Black people or Black people getting murdered all the time. It had to do with the police officers and the injustice that we were getting from that. So now, have they done everything they could possibly do? Probably not. Probably not. I'm pretty sure they could do more. They can do a lot more, and they're not. They're only coming out when it's something like a cop.
Well, who are they, Anto?
Like,
who are they? What is their Black Lives Matters? Who are they? Who are these people? What
I'm not trying to
is their
sound selfish.
what is their purpose, and what is their purpose doing to help the Black cause?
Well, I might have some debt that I need to get taken care of, like Black Lives Matter. Can I get some help or whatever? You know, with like my payments or car payments or whatever.
That's some serious shit, Josh.
Again, the point of it was for white cops killing Black people.
It's very specific.
It was specific for that.
You know what I mean?
That injustice.
And to take away any power that purpose is going to give, you add confusion, and that's what they did. Because we know that it was originated because of cops killing Black people.
Right.
That's why it came to be. But while it was gaining momentum, it became confusing, and then you don't know what it's for. And then they started making these slogans: all lives matters, white lives matters, other people's lives matters. But it's not the injustice they're getting that we are getting. This is the reason why we're seeing it. So if you kill that slogan and don't give it the power that it really has, then it's not effective, right?
But that's what they do with the white lives matter and all lives matter. They're trying to take away from what the power Black Lives Matter is. Yes.
Well, I wasn't saying that. You understand what I was saying now, where I was coming from, where it's like it's very niche, very specific.
Are they making money?
But
Black Lives Matters. Like, is there like a UNICEF kind of thing associated to them where people are donating money?
Donation, yeah.
Where is this money going?
Where's the money going? Exactly.
Who are these fucking people
I will sit there
that are running Black Lives Matters? Is it a bunch of white people? Is it actually Black people? You know?
It's actually Black people. There's a Black woman. You can go and Google who started. It's a Black woman. You can go.
I didn't know. In all honesty, I didn't know. I don't doubt you.
No, I have Googled
it. It is a Black woman, and I know.
I heard Bezos has something in there. One of those rich guys have something in there.
The thing is that, right, that it raises awareness, right? That was the whole movement of it when all this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was supposed to.
but at the end now, it's like,
Where
when
is
it's
it?
exactly.
Well, again,
I'm not saying it's wrong or anything like that. I'm just saying
but what I'm saying again,
you're not
is like,
hearing about it as much, and I get like
I don't hear about it at all.
yeah, and I
because
agree with
there's no black
athletes.
people getting
Yeah.
killed.
No,
And
they
I-
still
and
are, Hanzo.
Yeah, there still are.
They're
It's just
still
not
getting
being
killed.
It's
Roberto,
not being
I'm with you.
shown. Yes, it's not being shown. We're not seeing it if they are. But again, there's certain circumstances to it happening. We all know that George Floyd was innocent. That's why they came out. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Tamir Rice, all these people, they were innocent. They didn't have no weapons. That's why they came out. So
Right.
yes, black people are getting killed, but we don't know the circumstances to all the reasons why they're getting killed. Sometimes we're getting killed because we're doing bad shit.
Yeah, listen, listen.
Sure.
A lot of times, I'm not saying they deserve, because this is the reason for courts. You're supposed to go to court and be found innocent or guilty. They're not supposed to be upholding the law in their own hands. If you're not being shot at, you should not be shooting at. That's just my theory.
Yeah,
That's the way I thought the law was. Obviously, I thought wrong, because that's not how it works.
Right.
If they feel threatened in any way, they have the right to shoot you. It happened here. How many of these homeless guys that need medication are being,
That's
send
what
cops to handle those situations? Those guys end up dead
Right.
because he has a knife in his hand. What the fuck you have a taser for?
Right. See, that's the thing.
Hold them accountable, and you'll have less of these conversations.
Absolutely.
And guys like Danny and other police officers like Danny who are doing their job could be proud and have kids walk up to them like we used to as kids and say, "Hi, Mr. Police Officer. We're happy you're here, keeping us safe," because that's their job.
But you see, that's another reason too, is because they're not being held accountable. Like, honestly, just one of them getting life in prison or death or whatever, and I can guarantee you the rest of those cops will shape the fuck up right away, because now you're taking away their livelihood, their career, their family. They're going to jail for doing something that they know was wrong. So if you put accountability on the ones that are doing wrong, this will stop. It's just that it's not.
Nobody's above the law.
Right.
Nobody is above the law. You break the law, you fucking pay. I don't care what you do for a living.
But that's the thing. It's not just the cops. It's the courts systems and all of that stuff. It's all
corruption's
included.
deep. Corruption's
deep.
Exactly.
Deep, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I said at the end of the day, but whatever. At the end of the day,
Why you weren't supposed to say that?
Oh, dude, he says it all the time.
Cliche phrase ever. You don't like it?
No, it's his trademark. It's just that when he says it, we all on the panel would just go.
That's what all the quarterbacks say when they're up on the podium. Like, at the end of the day, we got to play better. Blah 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 blah. Every single quarterback says that shit.
But that's the thing. Like, as long as no one's being held accountable, it's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. You know what I mean? Like, we're all humans here, right? We're all smart dudes. And if we were out there fucking selling drugs, we got caught, went to jail for like fucking 5 years and came out, we're not coming out to do the same shit we were doing to get us back in there. You know what I mean? Because we were held accountable for our actions. So until you start holding people accountable for their actions, nothing's going to change. Nothing is going to change.
Well, also, it's on the other end of the spectrum too. It's giving people power that haven't had it. I remember like I said, for the most part, I support the blue. Love, most
absolutely.
There was one guy. He was picked on in school, picked on in high school. Everybody said that. I'm not even gonna say his name, but he was made fun of. Didn't have any power over anything. He became a cop here in town. And just all of a sudden, just pulling people over left and right. I got pulled over by so-and-so. He pulled me over. I saw when he pulled me over, he did have his hand on his gun. And so I was just like super still and calm. I didn't say anything. He pulled over my baby mama for some reason. She's white, you know what I mean? So I don't even know. Just everybody just harassing people because it's like, finally, now I'm in a position to get back. So you give some people power that it's like a drug that they don't. What I mean? It's a drug.
I agree with you on that one.
That is another issue too. Yeah. Like sometimes it may not even be racist. It just may be a power. The dude loves power. He's power hungry. I got control over you. You can't tell me nothing. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's a power thing.
And they moved his ass out of that precinct. They were like, you got to go down. And they put him in a much worse spot. I don't even know if he's a cop anymore because the place where they put him, the town that they put him in, I guarantee he wasn't doing the stupid shit he was doing in our little small town. Like, you know, he was probably scared shitless.
No, and I hear what you're saying. And at the end of the day, like I said, man, it's how can I put this? It's like I said, if we get people to be accountable, then maybe we won't have to worry about a lot of these things. But at the end of the day, the Black Lives Matter and like all organizations, they get corrupted. I'm plain and simple. No matter which one it is, sooner or later, you know what I mean? It's money. It's money. So who knows, you know? But with the athletes not kneeling, that's their choice to whether they want to kneel or not. I don't have an issue with it. I don't care whether they kneel or not. But if you're going to use it to say, well, it's disrespecting the flag or anything like that, then you're absolutely missing the point to why people are kneeling. You know what I mean?
Well, this article I found it intriguing because of his background, right? He comes from Africa and what his parents went through with certain genocides and stuff like that. So it's, like I said, it's something that we don't hear here in the mainstream of on our end, right? Like I was gonna say on our side of the pond. But yeah, like coming where he's coming from, I completely understand that choice, right? Like what he's trying to say, you know.
I agree.
I feel him. It's like, you know, I believe in God. I don't go to church every Sunday. Doesn't mean I don't believe. I'm sure he is, you know, for justice for Black people, but he doesn't feel that going on one knee is doing anything for the cause.
Yeah.
Which at this point, it's not.
It isn't.
It's not.
And writing it on your shirt and putting it on your shoes, and you're keeping it alive, but you're not doing anything else other than that.
It was drawing attention when the shit was happening, but now it's like, okay, if you guys want to kneel. So everybody's kneeling. Doesn't have the same impact as it did when it was just a few of us doing it. You know what I mean?
At the end of the day, it's up to us
to prevent forest fires.
You know what was scary, Guys Car? I was reading an article about soccer in Europe and Black people, and they got it fucking rough over there, man. Imagine you're being called monkey and they're throwing bananas at you on the fucking field. You're making billions of dollars.
100%. Balotelli, man, that player, man, he just walked out.
Yeah, he got it bad.
He walked out. He in Italy. He got, and he's Italian, right? He was adopted by an Italian family, and he was mocked. They threw bananas at him. They called him all types of words, you know, burnt chestnut.
I was shocked. I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah, it was bad, and he just completely, like, you know, at one point he decided to walk away of the game, and both his teammates and members of the opposing team stopped him from walking out, saying, you know, just. But it was he got it really bad. That player. It was other players as well.
Yeah,
like I remember
guys right now we're getting it really bad.
Yeah, it's well, right now there's no fans on it, but when the fans were there, absolutely. There was one player
prior to COVID,
they threw a banana and he just grabbed the banana while he was playing and opened it and started eating it as he's walking, like going back for the play, right? Like saying "fuck this," right? And threw it back. But
let's be real. Soccer fans are fucking crazy, bro. Like they are crazy. They fucking killed a dude because he missed a kick or something like that, or a goal a couple years ago. Like I was like, yo, they don't play. They don't play. Yeah, they don't play. You know what I mean? And the fact that it's like what, every 4 years?
Well, yeah, like this summer is going to be the Euro Cup, and then a year later is going to be the World Cup, because it was supposed to be last year because of COVID got canceled. So yeah, man, it's crazy, especially when it's like England and you know and Germany and those two. Oh my God,
Meanwhile, Pete Carroll can still go to any coffee bar in Seattle without getting murdered after that interception or whatever. So, yeah, it's not the same, I guess.
No, it's different. No, I'm sure they got death threats and stuff.
Probably. But what didn't something happen to PK Saban? Weren't they talking to him too? Saban?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Peter.
Yeah.
The American version.
Subban. I'm like Saban.
Sorry, Josh, I ain't picking on you.
They were saying to
You're
him,
so
like,
American, man.
weren't they saying stuff to him like you and this and that, and calling the N-word and everything?
Well, I think that's
sport. You know, hockey is it's a sport where I feel like they didn't want us to get a chance to try and take over, you know? Like I used to get comments like, isn't football and soccer or hockey, isn't football and baseball enough? I used to get comments like that.
Really?
Wow.
Yep. How many black guys played hockey, Anzo, when I was playing?
Not many, man.
My older brother and my younger brother, you know, and maybe two other guys from the hoods. That's it.
There's a couple guys now in the NHL. Like I said,
there's more than a couple.
Now there's quite a few, but I mean the ones that we had to refer to, we didn't even really know if they were black.
Oh shit! Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound.
There's
of the
man. There's Batman.
Here comes Danny. What's up, Danny? What's wrong?
Man.
What's wrong, Danny? Why are you shaking your head?
I was trying to go to sleep, get some rest. I said, well, let me see what I was on them doing. I'd be damn if this ain't a bashing session. My so-called brothers, all I've been hearing about cop this. No.
Well, technically, Danny, we were talking about the Caucasian police officers, so I don't think you really fit in that situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't be confused with that.
Nope, not at all.
Like I said, man, the cops came to the rescue for me, man. Saved me from, I guess, being the shit out of that asshole. Yeah, you know, they were really professional too, you know.
And the thing about it in the States, right? Let's say you had beat this guy to a pulp, he could have sued you.
Well, yeah, I mean, and like I said, when he said like you're on my neck, that's when I had flashbacks of it. I'm like, oh, this could end really poorly. So let me just get the fuck out.
People, but I'm gonna say that people say that cops are bad, and we got some bad ones in there. I just looked it up. It's barely even 700,000 cops in the whole United States. So if you take that big number and see how many bad apples are there, it's really a small percentage.
Absolutely.
Not condoning that, because one life killed crazy is one too many. But the real people that and people don't believe it or not that are evil are these defense attorneys, because it's their job to pick apart every little thing. And if you don't do stuff right as a cop, because sometimes our hands are tied, we are forced to follow every single rule. We can't have a mental lapse. We can't forget a step. We can't do this, because that defense attorney who's getting paid this astronomical amount of money can say, Officer Graham didn't do da-da-da-da. And then he'll paint that whole picture, and all you got to do is put a little bit of doubt in that jury. But we have to have reasonable suspicion. You're on a shadow of a doubt. Every piece of evidence we have to lead the jury to say, yep, more likely than not, Anzo did it. More likely than not, Gaskar did it. More likely than not, Danny did it. So they don't have no reason. And then the first person to blame if something don't go right
is the
cops or something. It ain't the cops, because all we are sworn to do is to enforce the law. We don't make the rules. We don't go to law school and learn the rules of the court. Those lawyers do that, and their lawyers, they will pick you apart. And so it's kind of frustrating, because if you get burglarized, we come there and we do everything, then you're looking at us. You ain't seeing that attorney. You're not seeing that defense attorney until you go to court. And then when things don't go your way, it's our fault. So,
right.
I'm telling you, I've been doing this for 25 years, and I'm telling you right now, I'm tired. I done talked to my wife. these 4 years. I don't know if I'm gonna do 8 because my boss want to do 8 years because he's an elected official. But I don't. I'll be 58, man. I'm ready to go home now because I love it and I like helping people. But sometimes you get in more trouble when you help somebody than doing your job and being a hard ass.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And it's bad to say that.
It's the times we live in, Danny.
Not trying to get personal, Danny, but what about, I don't know about pension, how long you have to wait for that, but, or if you're already.
You got to work 25 years here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You literally get a watch after the 25 years, or is that just a stigma?
That's just my large shit.
It's not actually.
I want no damn watch. I want my
We just gotta put it up there, Danny. Now I know the truth.
Retirement to be like, damn, okay, I can live. I want to live like I am now. My lifestyle don't go down. I'm cool.
And
You know what,
a good point to you, which you are right. That's what I said. It's not just the cops. It's the fucking the judicial the
judicial system.
Thank you, Roberto. Thank you.
Gotcha.
It's that, you know what I mean? That's the most corrupt out of anything because you guys can't do your job correctly is if they're letting everybody off. You know what I mean?
It's more like they do their job correctly.
Yeah.
Like you know, if he doesn't dot an I, he's crucified. Well, not Danny in particular, but
it's easier to because you got 50 million rules. Let's just say we got 100 rules. Let's just say a nice round figure. We got 100 rules, 100 steps we got to go by to make sure this is done right. If we make a misstep on one, that's all defensive training got to do. So it's a whole lot easier to get 100 steps right. I mean, it's a whole lot harder to get 100 steps right and to go out and find one thing that you've done wrong. And that's all they're going to do. One thing. So you have to make sure. And then you also there's a learning curve too, because there's rookie officers. So we got to train these rookie officers. And if just because you officer come there, that don't mean the officer is seasoned. That don't mean that officer know as much as the last officer you did. So you got to realize, take all that into account. Some people don't do it. They think once you put on that badge, once you put on that gun, you're supposed to instantly come with knowledge. It's just like any other job. You gotta pay your price. You gotta do your time, because it took me 12 years to become a supervisor, and I still was nervous. And that took me 20-something years to become where I am now. And there's still days I'm like, what the fuck? Because it's easy to take care of Danny and 3 other people, but it's hard to take care of Danny and 30-something other people, because you worry about them 30-something other problems, 30-something other issues, and you got stuff going on at home or in your family life, but you got to put that into the side and handle them people. Then some of them, you're like, what the fuck? You're a grown-ass man, grown-ass woman, so you can do this stuff. So a lot of people don't know all that kind of stuff. And I was just having this discussion yesterday. At the end of the day, cops are human. We make mistakes.
Absolutely.
But if we make mistakes, we're held to a higher standard and get more penalties. I don't think that's fair. I know we're given certain things, and you're supposed to be by that. I agree. Get a punishment. But damn, you're going to take a sledgehammer and smash us, and the same person that we arrested or same person that was raped or this, going to get a break after such and such. Now, if we repeat, do something crazy, continuous, but then the first time you're going to destroy me, and you're going to ask for mercy whenever it's my turn. So that's I became a different officer when I got children, because I said, damn, boy, I don't want nobody to hammer my children if they do something stupid or whatever. So I don't hammer people's children. I don't go out there with a sledgehammer. Now, if you make me pick up a sledgehammer, then I'll pick it up. But if you try to if you come at me right, I'm gonna come at you right. Because at the end of the day, I'm a man. You a man. You get a wife. You get a mama. I got a wife and a mama. I won't nobody talking crazy towards my people. So I try not to do it. But some people will make you do it.
Yeah.
And you still gotta bite your tongue, because now we got them body mics on. And somebody waiting to say something. Oh, he did da. So it's a tightrope, boy. It's a tightrope.
Look at what happened with me when those 2 assholes were talking all types of shit to the cops, and it's just like they had to let them go. It's like, yeah, sorry, COVID, you gotta go. Like, we gotta release you. It's like, how are you gonna release them after they assaulted me, and then whatever, tried to kick the window out and all that other shit. It's like, it's fucking crazy, man.
Is that the same for you, Danny?
What?
Like you have to release them because of COVID? If you
Uh-uh.
arrest somebody? Okay.
No, it's I'll tell you now, this is real talk. The law book is so doggone thick in the United States that if you piss off the police by doing something crazy stupid, they're gonna find something. We can find something in that book. It may be what you want to call chicken shit or whatever, but for that night, you probably gonna ride if you do something crazy. A lot of people, and they're like, "Well, I ain't gonna do." It's attitude. It's attitude. I'm telling you, it's attitude. You get stopped. These are two things I wouldn't do if I was a civilian and I'm stopped by a police officer. I wouldn't say, "Why the hell you stopping me? I pay your salary."
You're asking for trouble.
I've heard that a lot of times in my career. And I instantly say, this asshole is going to get a ticket. That's what I say.
Yep.
I can't speak for no other person.
Mm-hmm.
And
100.
Other thing, if you're in the car, don't let your wife or brother, who else in the passenger seat, do all that talking. If I ain't talking to you, I ain't trying to hear that. I'm trying to talk to you. And you're going to let that person in the seat beside you get you a ticket. Case in point, I was working traffic one day, many years ago. I used to load the right people on Sunday, say, going to church. That was my thing, boy. I'm going to get you. Before you go to church, I'm going to get you. So they hauled them up to church. I stop them. That was me. I was a young officer back then trying to make a name for myself. So the right ticket, I wasn't going to get a man a ticket. I say, hey, man, okay, blah, 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 blah. But his wife, I don't know why you stopping us. You going to make us late for church. I say, yes, ma'am, I sure am. Mr. So-and-so, please step out the car. And he said, I know you. I said, that's right. I say, for future reference, I'm going to help you out in court, but you're going to get this ticket today. Tell your wife she need to be quiet. I'm not talking to her, and don't say nothing smart. A lot of times it's just attitude. Do. If I'm stopped somewhere, even if I'm law enforcement, I'm in another jurisdiction. I done got stopped before. I am very respectful. I don't pull out nothing. But if I see him going back, I say, hey, if you don't mind, I'm so-and-so. Show them this. If you can help me out, I appreciate it. Most of the time, they'll say, okay, man. But if I go there, man, I'm such. You better not write that ticket. I know what's gonna happen. So people gotta remember, sometimes it's just attitude, man. Live to fight another day. I tell my son, do not smart off on the side of the road. Shut your mouth. Keep your hands where you can see them. Let me fix it when you get home. Don't try to fix it yourself, because now we live in a world now. You try to fix it yourself, I'm gonna be going to a funeral, and then and then I'm gonna be in jail. Because if somebody killed my son, I'm going to jail. I don't care who you are.
Absolutely.
So that's what I gotta preach.
It's funny you say that, Danny.
I gotta teach that to my son, but my grandsons don't have to have that conversation. So that's the
I was
world
driving.
I live in.
I was driving. Light turned yellow. Guy was right on my ass behind me. We both went through the yellow light. I went straight. He turned. Cop came after me. It was a perfect opportunity for me to say, because I'm black. But I'm not stupid. I go to the cop. Why me and not him? He goes, you went straight. I said, fair enough. He came back to my car and gave me the ticket, Danny. You know what he said?
Could he see?
Yeah, he saw both of us.
Okay.
But he was right. It was easier to come after me than to go after the guy who turned, because, I was the momentum per se. And he was right. And because I handled it the way I did, he came and gave me the ticket. He goes, I got to give you the ticket, but I'm not going to give you any points. You know why? I go, why? He goes, because of the way you handled yourself. You have a great day. I knew I could have stopped, but I was late for work, so I tried to coast through the yellow. It's an offense.
Absolutely.
So, you want to stay there and say, oh, it's because I'm black? What, because he was white? What, he speaks French? What, you don't speak it, You want to give that attitude and think you're going to get away scot-free? You are fucking stupid.
There's an old Southern saying that you can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar.
Absolutely.
So I ain't say you gotta like it. I ain't gonna lie. Nobody wants to get stopped. Not even me. I get stopped before. Damn. But I know if I come out with an attitude, I know what's gonna happen. And if you get the right officer, your butt going to jail. And I ain't going to jail. So it's better to be like, yeah, I'm sorry, blah, 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 get the ticket. And I can make that phone call the next day to his or her. Hey man, can you help me out? It's just as effective.
And the thing about it too is, right, you're complaining and yelling, and you know you did something wrong. You know what I mean? You did something wrong, but yet you want to sit there and complain and be like, oh, fuck that, it's because I'm black. No, you did something wrong.
That's why those guys get pulled over and they're there for an hour or two. Because they're fucking stupid, Anzo.
Yeah, I know.
It's not because you're black. It's because you're smoking weed with your music blaring with all five of you in the car. That's why I pulled you over. You know
but sometimes it is driving while not a certain color.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that personally myself, but I've heard stories.
Yeah, for sure. We all know it's there. Sometimes it happens. You know what I mean? Like it happens. But at the end of the day, sometimes we are wrong as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Sometimes when I was on the street, I see a white person in a certain part of the neighborhood. I'm like, why are you over here? I've done it. And I'll be like, hey man, I'm just telling you.
Stereotypes should be on everyone.
You might be want to watch yourself. But you got to. But as a law enforcement officer, we have to look for stuff like that. I mean, y'all know
they're called suspects.
Yeah, you know what? In the convenience stores, I know we get them over here. You got the different colors and stuff on the doors at the convenience stores.
Colors for?
But you walk in the door, they have like a blue, red, white, whatever.
Is that for your height?
Yeah, we have in all the convenience stores. So if somebody get robbed, we ask them where did they touch the green, the red, whatever? Because it usually have a measuring stick beside it, so we can get a description.
I've seen that.
But I'll be like at Walmart and stuff, and you walk in, my wife say, "You looking at?" I say, "That the guy, blah 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 blah." Something strange. I look at the car description, clothes, blah blah. So if something happened, and I ain't in my jurisdiction, I say, "Hey, that was a black male. He had on them blue jeans, on red and blue Jordans. He went that way." That's just something that I do, but. You just got to be right. And now we got something. Well, I can't say what we got going on, but
give us the inside scoop, Daddy.
I can't do it. I don't know who might
Don't worry,
see
only Josh is affected. We're up here in Canada. We're all good.
All I have to say, Danny, man, I appreciate what you do, man, and your honesty.
Absolutely.
And, 25 years plus, man. Keep going, man. Hopefully you get the retirement and a great retirement for you to enjoy the rest of it.
And I've said it many times. I wish more cops were like you. Hands down. I wish more cops were like you, man. You know what I mean? I never thought that I would be friends with a police officer. You know what I mean?
I have a few. Danny's like
we ain't all bad. We ain't all bad, but boy, people think,
Danny, are you in the office now? Are you in the office now, or are you out on the beat?
I am high ranking. I don't have to go out there. I tell other people what to do.
Good, man. Good, dude. Good.
But that's stressful too, man.
No, I know.
Like Danny said, you can only take care of yourself, but when you have people that are under you, that that they can be a factor in someone's lives, right? It's stressful, man. It absolutely is.
100%.
You're like a big daddy.
Went from like 13 people to like 40 something people.
They're like your kids. You're literally like your kids. You have to treat them all as individuals. You can't treat them all the same. You gotta, you gotta catch, sympathize, empathize, do all of that shit to get the best out of them.
Absolutely.
There's some you cool with, and there's some you like.
You gotta slap up. And those are the ones you love the most, right? Called hard love. Hard love.
All right. So now I know you had something to discuss, Roberto. Do you still have that topic you want to talk about?
Yeah, but you can do that little green shout out there, take advantage of your new situation, and I'll speak.
Oh shit, I didn't even see this one.
I got your back, yeah.
Thank you, Mad1306, $5 super sat. 2020 was the worst, but no mass shootings. But now we trying to get back to norm. We had 2 mass shootings within a week of each other. Shaking my head. Yeah, I know. I mean, and I'll say this too, right?
Why always Colorado? What's going on up there, man? Is it the mountain air? What's going on with the mass shootings up there?
They're gonna blame it on the marijuana. That's what
I'll say
Oh
this.
God, I hope not, man. That's
One of the biggest issues with America is that it's too easy to get guns. You know what I mean? People have like 5, 6, 7 guns in their house. They have automatic weapons and shit. AK-47s.
If you try to take people guns from here, it's gonna
You
cause
in
war.
trouble.
Yeah.
So
Listen.
I argue that all the time. Well, why the hell do you need 50 guns? All you need is 2, one in each hand. Or you can shoot at one time. It's 2 in each hand.
Exactly. And what I'm saying is not get rid of the guns, but man, don't you guys sell your guns at fucking Walmart and shit?
No, not anymore.
They used to.
I'm telling you what it is.
Shit.
No handguns. Handguns are sold at pawn shops, gun shows, like different, like what you call it, Brass Pro Shop, these different gun shops and stuff. But now bullets, you can only find bullets. Bullets are like gold over here now, man.
Oh, really?
I mean, if you
You see, that's another thing that Chris Rock was saying. It's like, you know what I mean? Yeah, people have guns, but make one bullet like $2,000 for one bullet. You know what I mean?
It ain't 2,000, but it is crazy, Alzo.
Crazy expensive now.
225, which is like a very popular bullet over here. It's like $1 a bullet. And it's something like a box of 100.
You better practice your aim with Nerf guns. Man,
it's like back in the day, man. A box of 7mm was like $10.99. I think it's up to like $30 or $40 now.
But even that too, man, is just still a little bit too cheap. You know what I mean? And we don't have the same kind of mass shootings constantly over here because it's a little bit harder to get guns. You know what I mean? You can get them. Not saying you can't. You can go on the street, pop a gun, but you can't go to a pawn shop and buy a fucking gun.
But I'm telling you what's gonna happen. All they're gonna do is they're gonna start making their own bullets. The bullet.
I seen that in the movie.
If the bullet shortage continues like it is, I can see people start buying them things and packing their own gunpowder. There's gonna be a lot of people get killed because they don't know what the hell they're doing.
Like Eugene or whatever. Like Eugene.
But there's gonna be one or two that know what they're doing. And go make a killing.
Well, people not
Did
only
you see what Poe wrote. You know, someone that owns 1,000 guns.
Which one is there?
Which
one?
1124, 1126.
Yeah, zombie apocalypse. It's coming, man. Anyway. No, but dude, people can make pipe bombs. People can make all types of other shit. Like nail bombs and all types of crazy stuff. Like even if they don't have a gun, they'll find somewhere.
No, that's traffic
damage.
On it.
I don't see it here. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it didn't show up on my list here, but I don't.
It's right under Geisgar.
Yeah,
so the police officer's discretion. There you
go. But yeah, if people want to do harm, they're gonna find a way to do harm one way or another, whether it's guns or whether it's something else.
Yeah, that's the truth.
What do you need 1,000 guns for, though?
Yeah, like okay, you're a gun enthusiast.
I'm not saying you need 1,000 guns.
The same way
light bulb went out.
Okay.
No, I just tried to stretch my foot out. Sure enough, I kicked the plug. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Let me ask this also.
Yeah, go ahead.
How many shoes you got? Pairs of shoes you got?
Bam.
Shit.
I'm not saying that because I care, but I'm saying
I got 25. I got 25.
Okay, they're gonna be like that. What you need 25 pair of shoes for? And my thing is watches. I got about 20 watches. What do you need 20 watches for? You can only wear one at a time. So that's.
And I get that, but my shoes are made for walking. My guns ain't. I don't got guns to be out there shooting up people. You know what I mean? Like
recreation, bro. That's what they're gonna say.
Don't lie, man. You know you be fucking people up with your shoes. You be hitting with your shoes.
I hear you, Danny. I hear you 100%.
Oh, I'm on your side.
I know.
the arguments that I've had
Mm-hmm.
with other officers and other people. I'm like, I think there should be a limit to how many guns an individual can have. And these are the responses. Oh, it's my Second Amendment right. And how about if it's a family heirloom? How about this? And how about that? And it's recreation. And if I want to have 10 different cars, I can have 10 different cars. Why can't I have 10 different guns? So, I mean, these arguments that they say, and when they say it, I'd be like, oh, okay.
No, and I feel you, and I know that's the argument that they're using, right? And I get it, especially collectors and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if that's the case, then like you said, then make bullets way more expensive or something like that, because it's the easy access is what's having all these mass shootings. It's just that. You know what I mean?
A guy goes and buys a gun the day before he goes and kills 10 people. Then they find out he has all these psychological problems. Why didn't you know that before he bought the gun?
Exactly.
These are the questions that have been asked many times over.
Okay, and I'm going to play devil's advocate.
I hear you, Danny.
How many gun salesmen got a PhD in psychology can tell that it's a sick-ass individual?
No, but there's got to be like a system. You know, if you give like me your social security card and I punch it in, bam, I get a flash. This guy's a fucking nutcase.
The same day, you got to go through it's called a Brady. What's it called?
That guy bought the gun the day before he killed everybody.
People can go on the street though and get guns.
Yeah, like, street. If it is a credible, I'm sorry, Josh.
He bought it at a gun shop.
No, I was going to talk about.
That's what I thought I saw in the news. I could be wrong.
What about Joey down the street? Yo, Joey down the street has that fire. He has like an M16. He has all types of shit you can buy. And you give Joey down the street $350. He doesn't give a fuck about background check. He doesn't give a fuck what's going to happen.
And that's correct. But
I
that
had to
goes.
do. Sorry.
Go ahead, guys. No, you first.
No, I said I had to do.
So cute.
2 full days of courses for handgun and rifle. Everything from knowing the parts to knowing the safeties to calibers to everything, all the specs of it. 2 days, write an exam, and I believe I had to get above an 80% on the exam in order to
be able to own
be able to have my permit, my gun permit, and my hunting permit, and then buy the guns.
Absolutely. And again, you can't just go to a pawn shop and buy a gun. No. You know what I mean? We can't do that. So you're right, Josh, about to go down to Tom, Dick, and Harry and get the gun, right? But that also too comes to with the easy access of them being able to get guns.
And what do you think about what I said about pipe bombs and nail bombs and making
that's all internet? Anybody can make it.
That's what I'm saying, though. People that want to do evil and harm are going to do that, no matter what. So, like, there's no background check for that guy who made I keep saying the B word here. I don't want to.
My father on Barclay Street, right? This is after Anzo, you moved from your building, and it was the new owners with these Laotian people, and my dad just bust giggles and shit. My dad was in the special forces and actually in demolition in Spain. And he just had some shit lying around in the garage, and he took a 2-liter plastic bottle of Coke with, I don't know, mixed acid with I don't know what, and he put it right outside the garage door of his house. And the blast, it was just sound, right? The blast that it made, all the fucking car alarms on the street went off. He came out running with his freaking pants down, thinking there was like a huge explosion and blew up his door, but that's what it is. It's people that know how to with common household products, they know. And,
called MacGyver.
My dad with his military training and stuff, it's like anybody can. Today with the internet and everything, you can find it like that. Apparently the FBI and stuff are scanning all these sites and stuff, when people will access it.
But again, even still, you could find that shit on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
On YouTube, and hey, how to make a pipe bomb, how to do this, how to do that. So it's very easy.
Absolutely. And we're not saying that's the thing to do, people.
But no, that's my point. It's not about
Unless you want to kill a bunch of motherfuckers, you
Right.
can do it.
It's not about like guns versus not guns. It's about good versus evil, man. People with good intentions versus people with evil intentions. So
You are correct, but at the end of the day, when you have the access to it, okay, 5. When you have the access to it, it makes it a lot easier. You know what I mean? What happened to defending yourselves with these, bro? That's
what
how we
Craig-
did it
that's-
when we.
that's
That's how
what
we
Craig
did it when
said.
we were growing up.
Man, that's a movie, bro.
that's what Craig's dad said. He hit deeper with that brick.
But Craig's dad was right. That's how we grew up. You know what I mean? But now this generation is like, oh yeah, this guy disrespected me. All right, I'm gonna pop a cap in his ass, and then they bust a drive-by or some bullshit. You know what I mean? And
I'm pretty sure they busted caps back then too.
Over here, we just throw a poutine out the window.
I mean, yes, we've had our things up here, but compared to the amount of violence that happens in America, it's night and day, man. It's really night and day. Like gun shooting and all that stuff, it's night and day.
Mental health needs to be looked at better overall. That's what I'd say.
I got this channel from Chicago, KBLS, whatever. I was just scrolling channel surfing one night. I think I spent a half an hour listening to murder. It was, and I went to bed and I was like, I can't believe it was murder, suspected murder, attempted murder. I was like, what am I watching? Chicago. Wow. I thought New York was bad.
Bro, because I have the $100, right? So I get a lot of those like Chicago stations and whatever. And I kid you not, every day there was a fucking car chase on a highway where
I've yet to see one in life. You can go to the States and catch one a day.
Every day, bro.
You never see a car chase
Chicago,
in Canada?
Huh?
Not yet. I saw OJ on TV. OJ on TV.
You know what they call Chicago though? Chirac. That's why they call it Chirac, man.
Yeah, man.
Dude. First 48. The first 48. Is that where you were watching, Roberto?
No, it was not.
Dude,
Chicago News.
Yeah,
I've seen First 48. That's like one murder they're investigating. They must have showed a good 16, 17 murders in like a half an hour span. And no mention of investigation, but maybe a few.
Yeah, bro, it was every day I turned on this channel and there's another car chase. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Right? And this dude was blaring, bro. They just wouldn't stop. Till one of them he got caught up in a parking lot. He had no choice. He had to stop. But they just go, bro. Is
California the mecca for that shit, Danny? Or is it just all around?
Yeah, man, I've been in car chases. Shit. That's routine now, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Wow.
Dude had 5 stars. He had that 5-star rating.
I mean, there's a few here, but I don't think.
Man,
have you seen one?
No, I've never.
I'm yet to see one.
I was
telling you,
in a
man.
traffic jam in Miami when I saw the freaking patrol car.
I'm talking here in Canada.
Yeah, my department, I'm telling you, man. I got 3 lieutenants that work under me. One of my lieutenants so cold on the radio, man. He talking just like we talking now. Yeah, we got such. And I mean, he can point. He can tell other people. And I mean, that sucker's nice. If you running from him and he on duty, your ass is about to get caught because he don't lose his cool. He stay cool voice, quick directions, quick. So
ice cold.
Man,
yeah, but
he is the best I've seen.
You guys have helicopters and shit that chase these guys too?
No, that's like the big cities, bro. Some of that stuff, you see on TV, these little countries, but unless you just really know the area, you can't outrun the radio. I don't know why these people do it. You can't outrun the radio. We can talk to people the whole state over if we want to. So if you on there, and what we like to do is, it depends on the time of day. say school getting out and this food running, we gonna call off the case because we don't want nobody to go in there kill a bunch of kids. Or if it's a high populated area. Now, if it's ideal conditions like 12 o'clock at night, ain't nobody on the road, traffic is whatever, then we probably run you to one of us run out of gas or you wreck whatever. But what people don't know is unless it's some really serious offense, we have to justify why we chasing somebody like they stole something. But if we just stole gas, we ain't gonna chase them through no populated crime, high traffic area, Middletown. But like he just stole some money and shot somebody, then we're gonna have to do whatever we can to try to catch him.
Yeah,
gotcha. Crazy, man.
There's a bank robbery up here. I saw the dogs come out. I saw the helicopters come out. I saw a fucking guy with an M16 come out or whatever. They didn't catch the guy, but I think somebody ratted him out 3 months later, I heard. But yeah, a bank robbery, they'll come out for that shit, man.
That's crazy. All righty. So, Roberto.
Yo.
30 minutes left. Take us home with your...
Home or what did you have to say? Yes.
Well, yeah, we can discuss it and then go into mine. Mine was, the one, why do men cheat?
Oh, that one looks like it could last half an hour, but I'll throw mine in quick. We'll leave yours for last, okay?
I will not be in that discussion.
Mine basically is, I saw this shit, the cancel culture. We were on that last time. Was it 2 weeks ago? I thought it had gotten out of control. And then I saw an article about they were considering removing the mention of mom and dad in schools.
Why is that?
Because we're genderizing.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what I mean?
This is where I said now, I don't use French often, but when I'm really pissed, it sounds good in French. Ça suffit! Sounds like I'm really pissed, but that exactly. That means that's enough. Who are these fucking people that are making these decisions, and who is there to oppose them? Because if there's nobody there to oppose them, I said we start right fucking now.
I agree with you, and it's like, and it's just what you just said just reminded me of something I was gonna say about the cops. When Danny was like, most of the cops are there's the small group that are doing this have the loudest voice. And that's the problem. It's not like the majority of us that want this shit. It's a small group of people, but that small group of people have such a loud voice that they drown out the rest of us. You know what I mean?
They don't even give the rest of us a reason to counter it. We just question it. Question it.
This shit.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, a lot of it is pandering. Like, remember what I'd said about how Coca-Cola was trying to say, you guys need to be less white. It's like trying to pander to, hey, maybe more black people will buy our products if we try to tell people that. That's right, you know what I mean? I'm seeing a lot of pandering, especially with the soda companies, man. I don't even want to get into it.
But it's not just soda companies anymore. It's the movies, it's music, it's everything.
Okay, but how are these people the ones with the control? Like, they're the ones who literally could pull that switch on Looney Tunes and everybody else. Like, why are we listening? Who decided this?
Well, they're a private company, so they can do.
But who is this company? Why can't we know? How does this even come to be?
Well, it's not really a company. It's a bunch of people. And when
who are these people, Lonzo? What council are they?
Well, no, like Disney hired Gina Carano. That was
that's just too easy, guys. Obviously, it's the Dark Council. But I want to know who these motherfuckers are. Like, is there a man? Is there a man and a woman? Is it a bunch of women? No, are they elderly, young?
It could just be one person that says something, and a bunch of people, like-minded people, pick it up, and then they start posting it, and they start doing it. Which when they start doing it, they're
to know who these people are, Lonzo. Aren't you curious?
Well, I mean, you'll never know because it could be anybody.
Why?
You're talking about like
because it could be anybody.
We need fucking Geraldo to come out of the fucking back and start doing his investigating crime again and find these kind of fucking things that are going on, these conspiracy theories that are affecting the common foe.
Well, it's one thing.
Just go on Twitter, bro. You'll find it there, man.
it's one thing for the hashtag to start like cancel Gina Carano, but the next level is Disney, where they're the private company. They have their CEO or whatever that decides, okay, we're gonna take heed and fire Gina Carano or whoever it is.
Well, that's what it is. That's what I'm saying. Their voices get so loud that these companies are now like, oh, well, you know what? These people want us to fire Gina Carano, so we're gonna fire Gina Carano. Does that make you feel better now?
Check this what I just saw, okay? It says, how does cancel culture affect mental health? The problem with outright canceling behavior is that it can be detrimental to mental health. It does not allow people to be human and make mistakes. It does not allow for second chances and forgiveness. It is toxic for the canceled, for those who fear being canceled, and or the canceller. See, it's
because you see when they go ahead, Aljo. You see when they attack talk radio, and then they came out with Sirius Radio, where they allowed you to just use any fucking profanity you want, and if you didn't like it, you didn't subscribe. Why don't we have access to stuff that are being canceled the same way?
Right.
Like, it depends on what it is. Sometimes you do.
Fuck, it's obviously in the movie industry, like they're killing everything. They're killing comedy because now comedy is so generic. It's like I can't even watch it anymore. It makes me sick. They try so hard. So all these limitations that you add to everything that just makes you freedom of choice, it's becoming very bland. There's no variety.
That's the thing. They're talking freedom, but we're not free. They're taking our freedoms away from us.
Far from it. I want to know that I stay up after a certain time. I could watch some porno.
You know what?
Because kids aren't supposed to be up after midnight.
You know what?
Rated R. Why did that suddenly disappear? Why now you don't have commercials with movies that say rated R, and kids know that until they're 16 they can't see this shit?
Well, I'll tell you why, and that's a little bit different. It's because right now where all the money is PG-13. You know what I mean? So PG-13 movies are making billions of dollars, $2 billion. R-rated movies can do it too. You know what I mean? But it's just you have more chances of a PG-13 movie making a couple bit. It's all about the money for that.
But do these ratings even exist, Aljo? Like, when we were young, you would see the rating come out before you even see the clip of the movie.
Yeah, they still exist.
I haven't seen a rating in fucking I couldn't tell you how long. Like rated G, and then the movie starts, or rated R, and the movie starts.
I'm
talking TV.
Usually it's on the poster, and it's usually in the beginning of the TV show. It usually tells you on TV.
Without a doubt,
it's written. They don't say it, right?
They do say it.
Sometimes they say it. This movie is rated R per parental guidance, whatever.
What movie that has come out is rated R?
Well, they do it on The Walking. They do it on The Walking Dead all the time.
Deadpool.
That's a movie?
TV show.
No, but that's a TV show. I'm talking movies.
Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool.
Yeah.
That's the only one we can come up with?
When I saw Logan, John Wick is rated R.
Logan,
John Wick.
Yeah, John Wick. Yeah,
it's lots of rated R.
You see, go ahead, Josh.
No, I was just gonna say, just like Ben Franklin said, man. It said, if you sacrifice, your freedom for security, you deserve neither. So these people getting offended, it's like, I don't know, learn how to have thicker skin, man.
That's exactly it. It's like everything offends everybody. And Harold said, listen, most parents are the problem, and that is correct, because like Gaishka has said many times, is that really like Gaishka said many times, is that parents just usually pop their kid in front of the TV or give them their phone and let them do whatever they want to do with it. You know what I mean? And go off and do whatever they got to do. They're not spending time with their kids anymore.
Oh, that's deep. Well, also, while we're on the subject of Deadpool, when I went to see Deadpool in the theater for the first time, right, I see all these kids, and I'm like, oh, well, they must be seeing Kung Fu Panda or something. I know there's a new Kung Fu Panda movie. I'm like, oh, you guys see the new Kung Fu Panda? They're like, no, we're seeing Deadpool. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm looking at my parents like, what the fuck? Do you not know who that is? Do you think that's Spider-Man or something? And then like I'm sitting there with all these kids watching Deadpool, and I don't even need to talk about individual scenes, but like there's a lot of questions I'm sure that the kids had after that fucking movie.
Yo, I took my daughter to see what was the name of that movie? It was kids that didn't have superpowers but they wanted to be superheroes.
Chronicle?
It was pretty graphic.
What, Kick-Ass?
Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
I took my daughter to see Kick-Ass. I think she was like 7. But we watched all the superhero movies. She loves it with me, right? We're sitting in the theater before the movie starts, and I just keep seeing random people turning around looking back at me. What the fuck is going on? What's wrong with these people? Why they keep looking at me? So the movie starts now. I think it's like not even 5 minutes in. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't think I was supposed to bring it. That's why these people are looking at me. I had no clue, yo. You know? This is why ratings are important, man.
Absolutely.
You could look like a really bad dad.
They are.
But that's the same thing with video games, right? A lot of video games are rated R, but parents still buy them their video games. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Shoot 'em
Grand
up
Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto. Oh my god. That's a game that really kids should not have gotten a hold of. That just warped their lives, man.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, you're talking about these kids playing Grand Theft Auto, but you're canceling Pepe Le Pew. What?
Yeah.
What about that meme on Facebook with Cardi B and the next one?
Yeah.
The Grammys.
Lick my pussy and all this shit.
Yeah.
Great family culture TV right there.
But it's all about good versus evil, because I grew up with Freddie, Jason, all these people. I'm all right. I'm not the best, but I'm okay. I'm not out there, shooting people or whatever. I play
Absolutely
all that shit. Some kids are gonna grow up with Mortal Kombat. I grew up with Mortal Kombat. They're gonna grow up watching Scorpion. Josh,
the other day I watched on Prime the first 3 episodes of Hill Street Blues. Okay. Danny, you remember that TV show, right? Hill Street Blues?
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
So I watched that episode. Man, it was so male chauvinistic, sexist that today people will lose their freaking minds over it. And I was watching that. I'm like, because I can relate. I just, back a TV show from when I was young, but people today, that wouldn't show. You know what I would love to see in the theater? A re-showing of? You know what movie I would love to see in the theater? Blazing fucking Saddles. Bring that back to the theater. Yeah.
They might do like sometimes they bring it back for a Phantom or a, what's it called?
Those film festivals or whatever.
Yeah.
Underground film festivals.
Flash said, yeah, but artists like Cardi B been around for years. Example, Little Kim. Yeah, but if you don't know, Little Kim is basically the pioneer of all that shit. Go back and watch the documentaries, Flash, and you'll see that Little Kim was basically the pioneer. She started to bring that sexy kind of, running around in their thongs and shit, and then it just got to the point to where it is now. But it's really bad now.
Yeah, and not an only thing. Cardi B also came out and said she used to drug people and steal their money.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, and
I think all is
forgiven.
To me, is 2 things: a lack of common sense, and people are scared because you got to be with everything you do. You have to use common sense. Just because you can do something, you have to always do it, and you can't be scared if it's something that's right. If it's something that's just morally wrong, you can't say. You got to be scared to say it now. I'm going to say this, and it's probably going to be a hot take. I have nothing against nobody that's gay or lesbian. It is not my cup of tea. It is not my lifestyle. I'm not an advocate for that. But if that's what you want to do, I do not care. I sincerely don't care. But if you are a believer of the Bible, it speaks of this. Now you can't get mad at me because I believe the Bible and the rules in the Bible speak about that. I didn't make the rule. If I wrote the Bible, then you can have something. But I didn't write the Bible. So at the end of the day, if you're a believer and you believe in heaven and hell, and you believe that you're going to be judged, then you're going to have to face that. You're going to have to drink whatever's in your cup. Like off Bernie Mac, whatever's in your sin cup, I'm going to have to drink it. Josh going to have to drink it. Gas going to have to drink it. Roberto and Alonzo. So fill it up if that's what you want to do. Well, I just know a person, and what really makes me mad is I stopped watching this Ellen DeGeneres show. I'm just going to say this. She has a certain lifestyle, and she goes on there and she promotes it, whatever. Okay, that's your right. But if somebody that is totally opposite of them says something, then they're canceled, or they're losing, they're losing people, they're losing any kind of supporters they got. I don't think that's fair because the same platform that she got and the same beliefs that she has, somebody can have that same opposite, and they shouldn't get punished for it. But it's we live in a world now that if you say something, and even if you're a certain color, but if you say something, then you're getting canceled, and it's just crazy. At the end of the day, I always say you got to have common sense.
Yeah.
Common sense. Common sense. If you practice good common sense, then usually you do the right thing.
I agree with you.
Danny, they're coming for you,
Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson would probably be doing time for their Super Bowl show now.
Oh, for sure, man.
You know what I mean?
They're coming for you. Hashtag cancel comic chat now.
And Flash said, I mean, Britney Spears, Shakira, Jennifer Lopez do this stuff. They aren't coming after them. I think it's a huge double standard.
For sure. It's a double standard. It is to an extent.
But they aren't doing it as Cardi B is doing it, though, bro. Like,
but straight up, Cardi B saying, "I don't fucking care."
No, I know.
She came out straight and said it. She said, "It's not my job to be role models to your children."
She never intended to be a role model.
That's the parents' job to be those role models, and she's absolutely correct. Right?
That is correct. But when her WAP song is playing fucking 100 times on the fucking radio every day, you know what I mean? Like,
and in a strip club too.
It's hard to avoid. Yeah, definitely in a strip club. I know that song.
I have yet to hear it
100 fucking times. Like, oh,
yeah. Well, you should listen to the radio, bro. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. It's like when those songs are playing and you're constantly getting it in your ear, you can't avoid it. You can't avoid it.
I've heard it. Listen to talk radio.
Was in this house.
I don't know.
They have a censored version, so you'll hear the censored version.
I don't know if that's necessarily true, Anzo. I hear what you're saying, and I kind of sort of agree with it. But then I don't know whether I'm ignorant or blessed because Roberto just said something earlier about I forgot the word he used, but like they trying to take the word mom and dad out and stuff out of school. I don't care what kind of agenda, like they say this Batwoman is so agenda driven and other movies are so agenda driven. I'm telling you, man, I really don't see all that stuff. When people get mad, especially it seems like Caucasian white males are like losing their shit. I don't get mad at that stuff because at the end of the day, I'm gonna watch it. I don't care if it tell me 50 different things. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to enjoy it or don't enjoy it. If I enjoy it, I'm going to watch it again and not focus on all that crazy governmental agenda stuff because I'm going to do what Danny going to do at the end of the day. But if it's something that's going to offend me, I'd be a dumbass to sit there and keep watching it. So I don't let that stuff.
It's called pro-choice. Pro-choice.
I'm going to get some kind of built-in filter because all this governmental stuff that I hear a lot of these doggone different channels will talk about the movies are trying to govern this and SJW. I mean, I don't see none of that shit. I don't give a damn.
But that's the thing. You know what? And I get that. They're taking away that option. They're taking away your choice.
Right. And not to mention that, that's us. We're adults. But you got to understand when you're showing it to a 15-year-old that's impressionable, you know what I mean? It's totally different. You know what I mean? This is what they're seeing on the air all the time. Cardi B going off, twerking. This is what they show black women doing. twerking, doing this, doing that, sex, fuck this, get money, rob this, rob that. It's not just the black women, it's the black rappers too, the males too.
I hear you on that too, and again, I kind of sort of agree because you gotta have the meals or that time. Like me and my daughter will be 30. I make sure that when we ride, if she goes somewhere, sometimes I want to have one-on-one dad and daughter.
Absolutely.
I get in the car and ride with her, and I ask specific questions and get her feedback. And I tell her, "Look, you're grown now, but you might want to do this." So I had an interaction, and I'm sure everybody on this panel has that interaction. That's how you're gonna fix that.
Yeah.
If you don't have the interaction, you ain't gonna fix it. So I don't blame. I give them some because I watch all that crazy stuff. When we were young, we watched all the crazy stuff that our parents thought were not good for us, but we turned out okay. So as long as you got a good foundation, this is just my belief, and you got to make the time to talk to your child. And hey, just want to touch space with you. Blah 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 blah. I think no matter what they throw at them, you're gonna lose some because that's just a numbers thing. That's just the way the world is. Most of the time, if you talk to your child, talk to your son, they see that you're approachable. It is my strong belief that they'll get through that mess. You might fall to the wayside a little bit because we all have. I've done some shit in my 20s that I'm ashamed of. But at the end of the day, I got back on track because of my foundation.
Absolutely.
Me and my dad's 72. He'll be 72 this year. And we still talk. When I got my head, when I'm scratching my head about something, hey, Bo, hey, Pops, hey, what you think about such and such? And he'll laugh and chuckle, and then we'll have Dad Danny talk. And when I time to get off the phone, I'm back on track. So that's the same kind of thing I try to pass on to my kids. So I don't let all that stuff, I don't follow that shit. Because at the end of the day, I got enough sense. Okay, they might be this SJW shit like that. Like Batwoman that seems to be offends all kind of people. It don't offend me because I watch it for what it is. It's a damn fake ass show about a superhero. I don't care if
maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. That's about it.
It's bad, without a doubt. It's absolutely bad.
And I agree with you. Flash asked this. He said, "Guys, if you think Cardi B is wrong, does that make rap wrong too? What's your opinion?" Well, first off,
get me started.
First off, let me just say this. I ain't saying she is wrong. You know what I mean? But I think she could do things a lot better. And I think a lot of these rappers out there can do a lot better. I don't listen to rap anymore. I don't listen to this generation.
Cardi B should be promoted underground. Back in our day, Cardi B would be a high-end underground rapper because she's very raw. You can't censor her music and put her on the radio. It's not the same song.
Right.
You know what I mean? So leave her where she belongs, and if people want to hear that shit, let them go there and hear it.
Did you guys see the video?
I'm gonna disagree with you, man.
No, well, you're entitled to, Danny. Everybody, I don't expect everyone to listen and follow me, but that's just my opinion.
Hey, you got a good opinion, but man, you know how many dirty songs that I made in our time, and then they do a clean version?
They just sound horrible. You know what? If I ever got caught playing the clean version around my friends, I would get fucking laughed under the table.
Not me.
Laughed under the table. Well, that's it. It all depends where you grew up, Danny.
So
if you didn't have the fucking explicit version, you weren't G. You can't come in the house with radio version.
Like Biggie's
that
One
shit
More
got
Time.
no play.
And nobody wanted the radio version anyway.
Nobody.
Yo,
because that's not how the song was made. If the song was made for the radio, then play it on the radio. If the song is hardcore, your kids shouldn't be listening to it. Why are we giving them the distorted version just so they could hear it? It's not for you.
No, it's ticket sales. That's business.
But you know what? They're desperate, Danny. They're desperate.
Okay,
because
I can tell you this. Walmart is like one of the biggest damn businesses in the damn world, and they sell only the clean version. That's why I bought most of my stuff
that's the times we live in. You think you can go and buy anything equivalent to Richard Pryor, Andrew Dice Clay? You think anything like that's come out in the last 10 years? It's too fucking censored. There's no. I want to hear these guys. I can't. because
video stuff is a little different. I think, Roberto, because they have on there.
everything's getting
They
touched.
have on there like explicit lyrics or explicit content.
Yeah.
I've seen that on there, but but I'm telling you, Walmart, they didn't sell the dirty version. I had to go to like the other underground record stores and that kind of stuff to get the dirty version, and then they would have it on there explicit lyrics, and then certain ones you couldn't buy unless you have somebody old enough. I remember.
I'm like Anto right now. I'm like Anto. I don't listen to rap no more. I listen to my old shit. My old shit. Yeah, my old shit. Where lyrics were real.
If I had to name 10 rappers now to save my life, I'd be dead as hell.
Me too.
I can name 100, but that's because I'm literally a DJ at a show.
Yeah.
Like, I know.
Music today is perfect for your shit.
All right, let's do it. Gunna, Pop Smoke, XXX Station, RIP.
What?
I don't know what.
XXX Station. Oh, you don't know XXX?
I
have no idea what you're talking about.
XXX Station.
I've heard. Isn't he? He got killed. He got killed.
Yeah, he got killed. Well,
how do you get a name like that?
Juice WRLD.
Creativity.
Let's see who the fuck else.
I know the baby.
You know the baby, yeah. Megan Thee Stallion.
That guy's sick. That guy's got sick lyrics. That's all I can say.
Man, all I know is some shit they call Waka Flocka.
Waka Flocka.
Yeah, he's old school.
Wiz Khalifa or some shit like
old
that.
School.
He's older.
Those are old school, Danny.
I don't know that, but I don't know their music. I didn't hear the name. I don't listen to that. I don't listen to that. If it ain't like Houdini, LL, Big Daddy Kane, I don't listen to that.
Kane.
I wasn't a fan of Waka Flocka, but when I went to
neither, but I know
Metro, he performed, so I watched him. You know, I watched him perform. But I was there to see Ludacris and Snoop Dogg were there at the same time.
Trippie Redd.
But yeah,
you know why I like Ludacris so much, also? Because that sucker enunciates, and I can understand every word he say. I can't stand a rapper or a rap song. All I know is the chorus. Like, what the fuck they say? These songs now, they'll say the same thing over and over.
I'm going to my microwave. I'm going to make a pizza pop.
Then you're right. 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 What the fuck? I can make that. This man, Josh, the same thing over and over.
There's a question for me.
Yeah.
Man.
Name five good current rappers.
You can't do it.
Good. Not good. 5 rappers, 5 good.
Drizzy, definitely. He has talent. Kendrick Lamar, Childish Gambino.
I don't think those aren't current.
Yeah, those are current. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar, Childish Gambino.
I think those guys are somewhat old school.
Yeah,
they're
but
90s,
Drake still makes new stuff. He puts new stuff out.
No, not Drake. Yeah, I don't like Drake, but people love Drake for some reason.
Kendrick Lamar, no?
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar is sick. I like
J. Cole, without a doubt. J.
Cole, yeah.
Let's see. Childish Gambino, like I said, Donald Glover, favorite rapper out.
I have to agree with you on those 3.
I'd go. I don't want to say G-Eazy. That's.
Oh no.
I don't know about G-Eazy's all right. Migos, I like Migos. I do like Migos.
What about Lil Wayne?
He's not doing anything new. He hasn't had He's like once in a blue moon.
I think he's too high when he writes his shit.
He's older, you know what I mean?
I never liked him.
Not a fan.
Man.
I'm a huge fan of Busta Rhymes.
I'll say
love him. Love you, Roberto.
Busta has a new song.
That's why we good. That's why we good.
Nas has a new album now too. Nas has a new album too.
Yeah. That's right. That's my boy.
Oh, Kevin Gates.
But then I'm what you're saying, yo.
I'd recommend Kevin Gates to you guys. You guys would like him.
You should just call me Weird Al Yankovic because I'm white and nerdy.
All right, Weird Al.
Hey, Deej.
Do you guys know Kevin Gates or O.T. Genesis?
Nope.
Future?
I know Future.
Future is messed up with all his baby mamas.
Future, some songs I like though.
Nobody knows their future.
Yeah,
but Future, but the rest of them,
no.
Travis Scott is okay.
I'm talking about A Tribe Called Quest.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Gangstar, all that, man. That's all.
Wu-Tang. Whenever I roll with my son and he pops in his music, I just sit there sometimes and I'm like, This is what you listen to? Like the beats aren't even good.
Don't you feel old, Anto, when you say that? Don't you feel old?
I do.
I try and refrain from saying that, but I
do.
feel you 100%. I feel you.
I do. Because
I just sit back and say the ride isn't long, man.
Because if you had told me like maybe 15, 20 years ago that I wouldn't listen to rap, I'd be like, yeah, no.
So here's the deal. The lyrics are much worse. The beats, though, are way better. Like Metro Boomin's beats.
I find the beats are very similar, and so are the lyrics.
Yeah.
Metro
Very
Boomin
similar.
Just like reggaeton, man. Reggaeton's the same fucking beat over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they used, I don't know if you're familiar with 808s. They're,
Oh, come on, Josh. We're not that old.
I don't thought you did.
We're not that old.
Listen here, Sonny. I didn't say that
With
stuff,
music,
right?
you can't really ever lose touch. You evolve, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with Anjo 100%. There is a major hiccup now in rap, and a lot of rappers are saying it.
Mm-hmm.
And be it that we're Canadian, I think we're on point quite a few times. Because now that Danny's here, I noticed that. Do you remember Anjo a while back we were talking about that 3-point shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You see how now it's on every fucking mainstream?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Shall we wake everybody up in the house?
And even
you were trying to mute me for. Don't mute me.
I didn't
tell Roberto who you said was the king about two shows ago.
The king of 3-pointers?
Yeah.
Oh, I said Steph Curry.
Steph
Curry, I admit it. But
okay.
But
why are you telling me? I know.
But Ray Allen came out and said that the 3 points are killing the game. Like a lot of people are coming out and saying that now.
They're even considering taking it out. They were having meetings. They were having meetings of taking it out, adding a 4-point shot, adding a limited amount of shots they could take. That's how far it's gone, Anzo.
That's bullshit.
Yeah,
but it's not me. It's not me, Danny. It's not me.
But that'd be the same way when they used to didn't let you dunk in the games.
I was watching First Take and I couldn't believe it.
I'm not all
over it. Okay.
But there was a time when you couldn't dunk in a game. Now, do you think that's bullshit?
No, I think it is bullshit. Okay. Don't change the game. I just think
the same thing with 3-point.
Danny, but I'm not saying take it out. I'm just saying too much of it's being done. Mm-hmm. I don't want nothing taken away from the game because
if that's a part of the game, why?
But it's boring to watch. It's boring to watch.
It's boring to watch for you and Anzo. It is fantastic.
No, the ratings have dropped for basketball. It's not just us.
It's because of the COVID, bro.
Oh, that's the COVID excuse. There we go.
Defend the three. Defend the perimeter. Stop them from shooting the threes. If you're so
have to adapt the game style.
You see, the issue is some of these guys are coming and taking it from half court. You know what I mean?
Talking to half court.
But then that changes your whole defensive strategy.
That's the whole change.
I watched the All-Star game.
Thank you, Josh. I agree with you.
And Damon Lillard and Steph Curry was like, okay, half court. This sucker's hitting it. What the hell are you gonna do if you hitting it?
I don't mind it's 2 guys. But when you start having 30 guys try centers shooting 3-point, 4, 5, 6 of them a game.
Well, guess
not
what?
1 or 2 centers. All the fucking centers in the NBA.
That's on the coach.
I'm just saying, Danny, it's making the game less interesting. That's all. That's just my opinion. I still watch. I can't watch it as much because of that. When they're hot, it's nice. But when a team's really cold and then you see a 46-point lead because one team can't hit fucking threes and the other team is.
You know good and well you ain't watch a game this season.
I did.
One game?
I didn't watch a game.
I watched one game.
I thought the last time we was on square one that Roberto said.
That was a while ago. I watched the game with Luka. Who did Luka play the other day?
You tell me.
A week ago?
Luka is exciting. Ball was before he got hurt.
Yes. There's a few guys that are very exciting to watch. But I don't see much of them, Danny. I don't know for whatever reason. The games that I'm seeing is a bunch of 3-point. The Raptors are fucking making me sick, and that's my team. You can't all shoot threes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what did make me?
Because you're 30%, huh?
Was Mr. All-Star got thrown out the game because he threw a attention tamper. So I was like, yes.
They're going to send him to LA. He might end up in LA What's gonna happen then?
No.
What's gonna happen if he ends up in LA, Danny?
I will not watch it. I will not support the Lakers.
Why?
If they get Kyle Lowry,
Why?
I will not support the Lakers because I cannot stand his game. I just told you I can't stand his game.
First
I'm
off,
loving this.
yes, Caleb, I can argue. Just because I haven't watched a game doesn't mean I don't stay on point. Doesn't mean I'm not watching highlights. Doesn't mean I'm not watching First Take and Undisputed and First Things First and all
And
those
I'll
shows.
shoot a 3 in your eye, Caleb.
Roberto, I'm gonna buy you some NFTs, man. Just people dunking, if that's all you want to
think
see.
you can't shoot threes, bro? You think you can't shoot threes? Come on now.
I'll roll the carpet out to our American friends, a little 2-on-2. I'll take Anzo. We'll take on, Josh and Danny.
Me and Danny will smoke you guys, man.
We'll give you a poutine after we kick your ass.
You won't take on me because I'm not getting on nobody court.
Gushkar, you on my team, Gushkar? You ready?
Man, I'm on
Gushkar knows better.
No,
Gushkar knows better.
I'm on Josh's team.
He's the manager of Team Canada.
Damn right.
All I have to say is this portion of the O.O.C is brought to you by Square Well.
we haven't been on the show for a while, so I had to get some up, man.
Roberto, watch this one.
This is proof. The only exciting thing about All-Star Weekend was the 3-point competition.
Yeah, but that's because the fucking dunk contest had like 3 guys and it was trash. You know what I mean? Like they're not doing the same things as they should be doing to make it entertaining.
Hey.
And
Danny, let me ask you this question.
Things evolve, bro. Things evolve.
I know we evolve. I know things change. But if you had a choice to watch 90s basketball or today, which would you watch?
Jordan, of course. That ain't no.
That's all I wanted to say. It's more entertaining.
Take Jordan, Magic, Bird, Isaiah Barkley out of that. I'd rather watch today.
I would still watch.
Yeah, so would I.
Can't wait for baseball. I can talk about it.
Anzo, click that button.
Please, I ain't lying.
Coming. It's coming.
Please,
and I got a new and I got a new one.
Please, fam.
Fuck you, asshole. I hope you leave enough room for my fist because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine.
Wow.
Oh shit, that's creative.
I still can't get away with it, man. I thought I could get away with it. Talking about
no, not even on the O.O.C.
No love on the O.O.C. either.
That's okay, man. I want to jump on Square One and
one
talk about
baseball
soccer.
team up in Canada.
Hey, I gotta ask you something, Josh.
Yes, sir.
This real talk. How can you watch baseball? That is the most boringest game I have ever seen in my entire existence.
Because you don't understand.
I do understand it. You hit a ball, you catch a ball, you throw a ball. That's it.
No, it's about whether there's a full count, whether there's a runner on first, what the pitcher's going through in his mind. If he has to throw a fastball down the middle, exciting plays, grounders. You don't get it. You guys don't get it. It's okay,
I get it. I've played, but honestly, I rather. The only time I used to watch baseball used to be when it used to be close to the playoffs. That's the only time I would have tuned in. Besides that,
I'd rather watch golf, and I don't know the first thing about golf.
I used to go watch the Expos a lot.
When Tiger Woods was playing, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just saying. After '94, I was just, they went on strike and they fucked up the whole team after that. So yeah.
Okay, I'm lying. I did watch baseball when Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa was knocking them home runs. Just that shit. That was exciting. And that's why I said, damn, if these baseball players want to shoot up steroids, I don't give a damn. They made baseball exciting. Shit, I don't care.
See, you just like scoring though, Danny. That's what I'm saying. Is that what it is? Because you want to see more scoring? Because
baseball, okay, I want to see the hitting. I don't care about other stuff. And that only time I watch baseball is for the home run derbies. I want to see how far they could jack them damn balls out the damn stadium. I don't care about other stuff.
I actually have a Mark McGwire home run ball that he hit in the Olympic Stadium.
I want to see really good pitching. and I want to see defensive strategies and minds, and like a low scoring 2-1 game. Those are the games I watch.
Oh,
It's
hell
like,
no. I ain't going to pay for no damn $50-$60 ticket, sitting out hot ass sun, and look at some shit, and all they score is 2 points.
Well,
No.
Roberto, you and Geishkar, you guys watch hockey. How many points? I mean, now and apparently
Hockey at least aggressive. Somebody get to fight.
Hockey's
let them fight.
nonstop action, though. Hockey's nonstop.
You can't make that comparison. I'm sorry,
Hockey's
Josh.
Nonstop, man.
Maybe if you want to compare a sport with baseball, you could talk about maybe curling,
cricket,
lawn bowling.
Even cricket's more entertaining.
Good job.
Watch.
Honestly, I think there's a little more excitement in curling than there is in baseball.
My
God.
Because I hear those women screaming, "Hurry hard! Hurry hard! Hurry hard!"
I'll agree with Matt on this one. I used to like to go to watch games with my grandfather. He used to take me to baseball games, and I didn't mind going to the game and watching it, but to watch that shit on TV, hell to the no.
Now, I was told if you go to like the Braves Stadium in Atlanta, I heard that's like party because they got like the pavilion, all that kind of stuff. Say the food is good, you can get drunk, that kind of stuff.
You don't know.
Other than that,
it's
Caleb,
at the club.
You don't know.
Caleb, you see how big this man is? He will back you down constantly, bro. Like I don't know where you're getting off and think you're gonna get to him, but
where's he at? Where you live at, Caleb?
I played Roberto.
Where's he live at? We'll make a trip.
Yo, where you at? Where you live at, man? Coming Saturday.
We're getting our private jet, man. The O.O.C's landing down there.
Oh man.
Now soccer, I ain't playing none of that shit.
Soccer ain't getting no play either.
Y'all can make all the fun you want.
I'm not making fun of soccer. I just
I am
play
telling you,
I can't
running
fight
nonstop for 45 minutes. You have to be in top shape, man.
Yeah,
hold on, guys. Hold on.
The only thing I have to say that I don't like about soccer, and this is the part that I actually got benched in high school when I played on the team, is that I was running into the box and I got tackled and I fell and I got back up to get my kickoff. My coach got pissed at me because I didn't stay down because he wanted me to force the referee to get the foul to get a penalty kick, right? But it's not in my nature because I play hockey. So for me,
when I
it's
do
like,
like to watch tennis. Oh god, I can watch that all day. Especially with a certain person playing.
Oh, Donnie, really?
No, tennis is good, man. Tennis is like it's
you gotta be in shape.
It's an individual sport. That's why I love it. There's no one to blame but yourself.
That's right. That's right. I love that.
That's why I love it.
Especially I see the old cat suits certain person like to wear.
But that's what I'm saying, Danny. When you watch tennis, are you watching the men? Are you watching the women?
I mainly watch the females. But, I watch the men too.
Yeah, man. Roger Federer and
man, Federer and Nadal, man, them boys is fire.
I watched their last match.
And they got this one guy, he's like from Australia. You like him, also. That sucker boy, he talks shit and be doing all kind of crazy stuff.
What's his name? He's got bad attitude.
Oh yeah, he does.
He
talk all kind of shit.
So wait, you think I would like him because he talks shit? What are you trying to say, Danny?
Oh shit! I think he's trying to say if the shoe fits.
That you talk shit, you like it,
man.
That's why a lot of people like John McEnroe because he talk shit and throw on tantrums.
He don't take shit.
Man, you think I talk shit? That hurts, man. I don't talk shit.
Right. Yeah, you hurt. I can see the tears welling up in your eyes now.
So comment check. Is professional go fishing more exciting than baseball?
Hell yeah. If the good Lord would send a good day and give me a boat, I'd fish every day.
No, he's talking about the card game.
You ever see those pro fishing things, man? Them guys are psyched out, man.
About the card game.
Oh, the card game.
Oh, I thought you were talking about professional fishing. Okay.
Professional fishing, that?
Yeah, I'd probably watch Go Fish.
Man, that's big money. You know how much? You know,
professional fishing.
I work down in a place where they have professional fishing. Josh, these suckers win like a boat.
Because it comes down to weight, huh?
Which is $40,000-$50,000 bass boat. The prize be like $100,000, and it's so serious that after they win, They have to go through a lot of detective tests to see whether or not they did stuff illegally or had fish already somewhere. Man, it is big money in that, buddy. Don't let nobody fool you.
Edit it down too, though, like where you don't have to sit around and watch like the boring stuff, like golf. They edit that down.
Oh, no, I ain't talking about watching it. I'm talking about participating in it.
Oh, doing it. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Just face it, Josh. It's boring. Anzo, let's do your men cheating thing. We're not getting away from that. Let's just maybe drop a little 15 minutes on that and call it a night.
Yeah,
but let's do it, yo.
All right,
that's fired. I want Danny around.
There we go.
No. Why, Danny? This shit won't get you in trouble, man. We just want your opinion.
I don't trust it.
So let me give you a little context to why I came across this, right? Because I was watching a stream. This girl was talking. She was young, 28 years old. She was on a stream talking. She got married. Her husband cheated on her, right? And it wasn't just to saying that men were cheating, but it was also to say that, black women are the most disrespected as well. But that was going to be another part of the topic. But right now I'm like, okay, so let's get into it, man. Because she was asking questions like, why do y'all cheat? So I'm asking the panel. And listen, before we get into women cheat too, we know that, right? We're men on the panel, so we're just discussing about the men's situation part of it. So the question is, why do men cheat? Roberto, anything?
I think that's a bad question. Just be like, why do people cheat? Because now women cheat just as much as women.
That's exactly what I just said, Danny.
That's what I just said.
Because we're men, we will keep it to the men's side. When we get some women on the panel, then we'll talk about why do women cheat.
Fuck.
because men and women cheat for different reasons.
Look,
Absolutely.
Men just cheat because it's there. Men are always looking for something new and exciting.
Roberto,
that's the problem.
Yeah, the same answer as me. It's because we can. You know what
but
I
you
mean?
see, for me, it's like right away. I said the same thing as you, Danny. I said, listen, women are more conniving than men.
Yeah,
they got all kinds of plots and plans. We just want in and out and don't get caught. But they got plots and plans, and they will listen. I ain't calling out no names or nothing, but I know of a few women who have been cheating on their husbands for fucking years and years and years, man. They're good. That's all I can say. But you're putting a lot of people in bad predicaments if you ever watch this show.
No,
that's all I'm saying.
My mom told me, right, when I started going out with girls and stuff, and she told me straight out. She was,
Why, you used to go out with something else before? Sorry, guys.
Nice one. Nice one. I walked right into that one. My bad. I walked right into that.
It's all good. Go ahead. Sorry,
she used to say that, always treat women with respect, blah, blah, blah. The whole speech a mother gives a kid. But you know what she told me that I'll never forget? Is remember one thing. Men are simple-minded. Women, that's exactly what you said, are manipulative and conniving when it comes to getting what they want. That's what my mother told me, and it's true. Like
and
going back to the truth,
to the fullest.
Why men do it? Yeah, it's there, absolutely. But every man's different. Like when I was in my past relationship, did I cheat? Yeah, I kind of did cheat, but I was in a relationship that I wasn't happy in.
Define cheating.
Exactly, define cheating, right? Did I sleep with someone else? No. Did I kiss someone else and feel someone else? Yes. But that for me in itself, for me, kissing someone is just as intimate as almost having sex for some, right?
And you smoking.
Bring that bar higher up, man.
You light the wick, it eventually explodes, right?
Right, exactly. But you know what? I'm gonna say it like I said it to my wife, like in conversations we've had. I'm like, you know what? Any relationship needs to be spoken out to, and you have to be in a relationship where you can talk about anything. If you can talk about anything, then you're in the right relationship. And as long as you both meet at a compromise, then you're in the right relationship. And I remember saying it once. I said, you know what? You like eating salad? Like eating salad? Would you eat salad dressed the same way every single day?
Something else for a second, man.
You don't. But you don't,
No,
right?
yeah.
You would like change it up. You would add
No,
seasoning and stuff.
I use ranch dressing every time I eat salad.
My friend,
Because you special, Daddy.
and then Danny wonders why if he goes to a strip joint, he won't have no control.
That's why. Guess what? I know myself. I'm not taking my ass in no hostile environment and act like I ain't gonna get down with the natives. So I don't put myself in that situation. Again, going back to what I said earlier, common sense. You got to use common sense with everything.
No, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about between a relationship.
I'm just fucking.
If you want, you have to keep it alive, and it's both partners' responsibility to do that. And when one partner is the one always trying to do something, that's when things become risky. That's when things
That's
opportunity.
not always the case, though, bro.
But I'm only speaking
about.
But I'm only speaking on myself. I'm talking about my experiences, right?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? It's for me, it's that if it's just one-sided all the time, then
I'm gonna tell you.
And that person walks in the room and you're on a bad day, then the little head overpowers the big head.
I'm gonna tell you, I've always kept it real, right? You guys know that. And you guys know my relationship ended because I had an affair with someone. I was with this woman for 3 years. She was hidden behind closed doors. Neither of them knew about each other, right? But for me, growing up, yes.
Your disclaimer.
Yeah, it's okay, bro. Don't worry.
Somebody might watch this tomorrow.
Yeah, it's okay. No, it's just pass.
Okay.
Pass. You know what I mean? So what happened was, like I said, I was a long time where it was hard for me to get a woman, right? Then I got my son's mother, and I don't know what happened, but it's just like after that, it's just like
they knew you were in a relationship.
A kid in the candy store, right?
You
like
became
a kid
fire.
in the candy store.
You had that soul glow. It was obvious you were in a relationship.
And then
this man is fertile. I want him.
And then I hit Seitel. And then when I hit Seitel,
what is that?
So it was a place.
It's called a telemarketing office with over 100 employees.
Okay.
And when I hit that spot,
lots of flavors.
It was like a kid in a candy store. Not only were the chicks that I thought were hot they wanted me too. So it got to the point where it's just like, oh, she's hot. Let me take a taste of this one. She's hot. Yeah, hey man. And then the point was, not only was I doing it, it was like, well, I ain't getting caught. It's easy. I can't get caught. I'll do this, do that, and you know what I mean? Until I ended up taking it to the next level, which was the 3-year relationship. That should have never happened. If it was in the 3 years, it would have ended. I would have never got caught. Well, at least at that moment. But I had this girl for 3 years. And then one day she called my phone, and my son's mother picked up the phone, and that was it. You know what I mean? So for me, it had to do with the fact that I had so many options that I couldn't control myself. And I took the options that were given to me.
That's the way it rolls, yo.
For me, well, we all know I work in a strip club. I've been with lots of women. Some in the bathroom, some outside, some in the back.
Look at you, player.
It is what it
Look
is.
at you, all over.
I also have people though that are not in the entertainment industry. They're not dancers who I'm seeing, including my baby's mother too, of course. They all know about each other, and that's the deal. I keeps it really real. I'm like, I tell them, listen, you're not the only person I'm seeing. I'm seeing this one. I'm seeing this one. I'm seeing this one. First off, they like that shit.
You put a damn target on your back, boy.
They like that shit.
They like it until they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then secondly, it's like in the same vein, I'm literally seeing somebody right now, a chick right now who has a boyfriend who like always complains to me.
That's
like
about her boyfriend. Yeah.
Yo.
This motherfucker wants to get
I didn't hear nothing.
He wants to, I don't give a shit. He wants to get married. He wants to get engaged or whatever. I'm like, well, you're like me though, so and so. And she's like, yeah, I know. Like, so what are you doing then? So you're leaving.
See that evil shit, Anzo?
Yeah.
That irks me, man.
tell me why you're with them.
She won't respond to me for like 2 days, but then she'll call. There will be a day where she'll call me up like nonstop, and if I don't answer the phone, she'll keep calling. It's like, yo, that motherfucker, he's seeing his baby mama. What are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? So it's like, it's like, dude, like, you know, like, I see it on that end where it's like women, they won't keep it real, man. At least I'm keeping it real. I'm telling you, like, I'm seeing, these are the people I'm seeing, you know what I'm saying? So,
but you see, that's a thing too, and that's another thing too, and I learned that too. You got to keep it real, and if they don't accept it, they don't accept it. But if you don't keep it real, there's a chance that you may get found out. And what happened when I got found out,
It's a matter of time.
I lost everything. Both of them were gone. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So if you keep it real,
and didn't one know about the other?
No, neither of them knew about each other.
What? You're good like that?
Neither
3 years?
Neither of them knew about each other.
Damn, that's tiresome, boy.
I just want to tell them and get it out of the way so there's no mistake. Because, you know, I'm going to fuck someone. My photo gallery is bonkers, man. My photo gallery is bonkers.
Shit.
I was like, I'm not a player. I just fuck a lot.
But no, because there's a lot of things in my life that I don't regret. But that is one of the things I regret. Absolutely.
While you were playing those two, was there maybe a third, like intermission, fourth intermission? I'm sure.
Only on every second Sunday.
See that smile?
Every second Sunday.
Hey, it's a big company, man.
Well, let's just say.
Hey, I'm gonna come back, but I gotta finish my paperwork. But I'm coming back.
All right,
Danny.
Well,
no, Danny's picking the right time.
Danny's like, yeah, I ain't saying shit. Let's just say this.
Oh, no,
no. I know. I see you doing it.
No,
Danny, we believe you, Danny. We believe you. We're just playing, bud.
But as I was saying to Roberto, yes, there was the two that were, you know, the baby mom, the affair, and then yes, there was a few in between there. You know what I mean? So, but the few in between there was just like one couple times and yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. But the 3-year one, that was the one that like fucked it all up. And
that's some crazy shit, Anzo.
The worst part about it is I don't even know how it got to that long.
But you know that shit ages you, huh? You know that shit ages you.
Yeah. Because
one is hard enough.
You're trying to hide and I'm trying to hide it all the time. You know what I mean?
That's like trying to juggle.
Yeah,
6 fucking lawnmowers or something like that, you know?
It's not cool.
I want to answer your question, and that's like the answer to the question is why men cheat, why women cheat. Everybody.
No, why men? Why men?
Well, both either.
No, he said men.
Okay,
men.
Change it up, man.
I want to do something like if we do women, I want to have women on there so that they can discuss.
So someone could speak for them.
Yeah,
whatever it is, everybody has an agenda. And the agenda is to better your position, I guess, you know, or whatever you know what I mean? So if they see that I can get something better than what I have, you know, let me upgrade kind of, then I'll do it.
You'll constantly be upgrading.
Yeah, for real.
Well, yeah, well, that's what happens.
There's no such thing as perfection.
No,
this is what I say.
Thank you, Roberto, for that comment.
Temptation is a bitch. If you don't put yourself out there, you don't tempt nothing.
Facts.
That's what I say.
That's why I'm honest. That's why I just say, like, listen, like, first off, I work at a strip club. Just so
that's bad.
That's
the
devil's playground right there.
Zero relationship.
Yeah, that's a huge temptation there, bro.
You know what? Listen, you heard Josh Anzo told you I used to own a bar, right?
Yeah.
You know how many girlfriends I had in that time? Yeah. Not to say that I was some kind of super stud.
What up, Rob?
It's the insecurity of them thinking because I'm coming home 4:30 in the morning, I'm always with a woman. No. After you do the payroll and the accounts and pay people and check your bar and all that for the next night, it's 4:30. But try and explain that to your other half.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why,
especially when they don't know that lifestyle.
Yeah.
So he's in a strip club. Imagine that's even worse.
No, but that's why I don't have another half like that. Where it's like, and that's just who I am. Like, I don't really like. I like being by. I'm very weird. I know I'm hanging out with you guys. You guys are my brothers over there, but I generally like hanging out by myself. I'm very
yeah. No, me
I
too.
think that's why we get along, because we're all somewhat like that.
Sometimes I'll need
Stop trying to take all the weird stigma. We're all weird here, brother.
Yeah, for real.
No, but sometimes I'll hang out with the chick or whatever, and that's like, all right, we're done. Bye. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
We're done. Let's get out of the bathroom. Let's get out of the car. Let's get out of the fucking back of the building or whatever we're doing. And then it's like, yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Maybe.
You know what I used to have?
$5 super chat. Said Anzo, thank you for everything. Much appreciated, Mr. Storms. Thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate that, brother.
Josh, do you remember this song, Homie Lover Friend?
Oh, yeah.
This was an R. Kelly song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I used to drop that when I was kind of tired of being in relationships, because the jealousy thing was a big thing for me. I was always kind of jealous, possessive kind of guy. Don't look at him. What are you doing kind of guy, So I decided if I don't commit fully, we're just friends, we're homies, and if you need a hookup, I'm here as your lover,
Mm-hmm.
It was the best. And as soon as either party wanted to take it further, that's when it ended. Because fucking jealousy got involved, and where are you? Why aren't you calling? Commitment, all these stupidities. So until you find that right person, maybe that's the route to go, man.
And dude, I'm like the opposite, man, where like I always poke fun at that girl. I'm like, so when's the wedding date? You guys pick out a dress? Because I know it's gonna piss her off. Like, shut up about that shit. I ain't getting married to that motherfucker. I'm like, when are you gonna tell him? And then like there are times where I'm just like, I hope you don't kiss. He doesn't kiss you, man, because the stuff that we I almost feel bad. I'm not jealous. I feel bad for the motherfucker, man. Like, not really, not that bad.
Hey, man. I'm like you too, man. I mean,
I know you are. I know, man. We're speaking the same.
I mean, like if she got a man and it's happened where she had a man and I didn't give a shit. All right, what the fuck your man got to do with me? You know what I mean?
I try not to be kissing them either. Like I try to give maybe a peck or whatever, like a quick peck.
Well, you can't kiss everybody you deal with, bro. You can't do that. You know what I mean?
Right here.
Can I just say one thing on that, guys?
Mm-hmm.
If you think you're gonna find a woman that hasn't kissed another guy before,
I know.
Start kissing your palm.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe in your industry there, Mr. Josh, because someone was just in the back.
Yeah.
Now they want to come give you a French kiss.
Well, no comment, but
Oh shit! Just had to throw that in there. Sorry,
no, you're absolutely
get
right.
all descriptive.
Comes out of the back. Here's some Listerine.
Shit's all dripping down here.
They have Listerine. They fucking.
Shit! I don't think I've cried so much on one show, man.
They're talking in the dressing room and they're like, "Oh yeah, and so I can't believe it," and then just swinging those fucking Listerine and spitting in the garbage.
I'm good to go now.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that strip tease would be the biggest place for COVID to be transferred, especially here. Especially here.
Lulu, Mr. Robert Storm's girlfriend, sent a
Gracias,
$5
Lulu. Estamos muy
super
bien.
chat. Thank you
So
very
nice.
Much appreciated again, too. Thank you very
Man,
much.
Anzo, we're making a nice cut off of this.
I know. Anzo, you have my catch up, right?
What's that? I got you guys.
Slick, Roberto.
I got you guys.
I wouldn't do that.
I'm loving this show. Yeah, I love
giving me
this
enough,
show.
bro. You've giving me enough support, man.
I was kind of pissed we didn't do it last week, but at the same time, I was happy because I didn't feel the fire last week. I felt like it would have been a show we just had to do because we do it every Wednesday. But tonight's show is fire, man. I think I cried 3 times of laughter.
Oh my gosh.
Like literally tears rolling down my face. I'm loving this, man.
Definitely was a good show. Hey, Strike First. What is up, Strike First? Thank you for joining us. How you doing?
What's good? What's good?
First, man. What up?
Yeah, but yeah, at the end of the day, like we all know, like, women do it too, men do it too. Yeah. I just wanted to know, like, why do, and not only do we as men do it, sometimes we have a good woman there. You know what I mean? So what draws us, and I say
it's the work environment. It's usually work environment related. Because where are you going to see someone often enough to actually? I mean, listen, if it isn't work related, and you're going out of your way to chase a woman to have an extracurricular activity going on, you are fucking dirt.
Yeah.
Because just leave her. Why do you got to stay with her?
Yeah.
You know, you can't have your cake and eat it too.
So
but when it's work related, I'm not saying that's a pass, but it's a little more understandable because it's your second home, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're spending as much time there as you are at home.
Absolutely.
And, you know, you build bonds. And some people that didn't look attractive to you in the beginning, once you get to know them, they become attractive.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I think it's just human nature. You don't really go in wanting to do it. And if you are, you're fucking dirt.
Not only that, in situations like that, right? You talk about your home life and stuff, and you see how you are with, you know, your other stories, and then they're like,
they work off your weakness. You know, I'm feeling a little horny. I haven't had sex in 3 or 4 nights. You know, she just turns over on me. Why would you tell her that? Why would you tell her that? You're not telling your homeboy that.
No,
you know.
Man.
So be like, yo, she's getting it elsewhere, son. That's why she ain't giving it to you.
And I've said that. I've done that. I was like, yeah, man.
It's human nature.
I ain't getting no poom poom at home. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, baby. It's like, why don't you break up and blah? And like, I never wanted to break up with my son's mother. I never did. You know what I mean? But I was also playing the role. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, okay, I'll tap this one, tap that one, tap this one, and till this day, I don't know how that shit lasted 3 years, but it did.
You were tapping that shit like a tam tam, man.
That's like an eternity for me, man. That 3, like that wouldn't be able to.
Thank you very much, Strike First. Much appreciated. You know, always love the support that you guys are giving me once again, man. You know?
To some of you who just recently joined the show, I mentioned that if you get me up to 101 subs, I will start. I want some of that too, man. Respect. You know what? I respect Donzo because I think I don't know how long we've been doing this. It feels like a long time because it's fun. But I remember talking to you about this when you brought me on Danny's show, and I started seeing these blue things popping up with dollar value, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And you're like, oh, when you get monetized, which I hope to be one day. And sure enough, boom, you're there. So anything's possible, man.
Absolutely. And I always say this once again, I'm not just trying to, I want you guys all to get monetized. You know what I mean? Every single one of us, I want us all to be on the same levels. You guys are my crew. This is who I roll with. So man, whatever I can do to help you guys to get to the level, I will do. And I keep saying it over and over again. I just got lucky to get here. I keep saying
there's no such thing as luck, man. It's all effort, skills.
You go on the streams you do more than me. Like, for me, it's going to be hard for me to be consistent now that I'm working like steadily again. But I'm going to
appreciate it, Mr. Storms.
I've been trying to put in the little 5-minute video and just post it up or whatever. But you know, you put in the work though, Anzo. You're there and everybody stream. You did 2 streams tonight. You know what I mean? You were like in the waiting room while you're doing another one. You work hard, so you get what you put in. That's it.
Appreciate it, man. I really do. You know what I mean? It's fun to hang out with you guys. It is really fun. These conversations are fucking amazing. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, we're all trying to help other people in the panel and stuff like that, and given our experience as old men, because we are old men.
Some of us are older.
But I can speak from experience. Anzo is a great man, period. Well, thank you, Poe. I do appreciate that. You know what I mean?
I just hope that I could have as many people in the commentary giving me love as you're getting. Great people on the panel as we have here tonight. Because, you know, doing a show by yourself, you start being your own worst critic, right? What am I going to say? Well, I have enough to say. Who's going to counter what I say? How could I be talking to myself and thinking that people are going to like this? You could probably do a show on everything that you think is going to go wrong. But until you do it, 101. Not asking much. 101 will get me started.
Thank you, Mads.
I can tell you
Appreciate that.
what, you got to get off the chair because I watched Robert Storms for I don't know how long, and man, I damn near troll his ass. Man, let me on. He finally let me on, and it was tough love because he's like, man, you'll quit with this shit. So I want people. I get tired of hearing people stuff. It's something I really want to do. So I put the time and money into it. But one thing I gotta tell you, you gotta talk about something that you. Yeah, okay. You gotta talk.
Robert Stern, $5. Black Adam trailer is fire. Yes, it is.
Try to give the sucker a compliment. Look what he do. I tell you. But what I would do if you're starting off, you gotta talk about something that you like. If you try to talk about something just because you think people then they're gonna see that you like. So I get a lot of my topics I talk about from other shows, like something hit me. Then I think of a kind of a funny way to try to say it, and I try to take the funny route because we had a stream a few days ago, and Rob was talking about in game, blah blah blah. So I instantly got that. I got Anzo help. He's shorting the thing, and we both made, and I got pretty good views on that. But you have to do something that you like and you interested in. If not, then it's gonna come off as fake. So
and to be real, and this is what I was gonna tell you two guys, like just sit there before, like, even if before you get on a stream or get off one, do a 5-minute video. You know what I mean? Just say, hey, watch the Snyder Cut. I loved it. Blah blah blah. This and that. Boom. Upload it to your channel. Simple as that.
I mean, some of my nonsense where like I'm talking about Wendy's or different food reviews or the coffee or whatever nonsense I was reviewing. The guy was like, you know what? I'm passionate about it. I really like this drink I'm drinking. It's fucking great. You guys got to check it out. It's fucking awesome. So it's anything to get the algorithm going too is like big.
Hey, I'm telling you, you go back and watch my old video, man. I was in like my bathroom. The lighting was like orange looking. The light was so bad. I had my grandson's action figures, man, behind me. Man, it was crazy. It was crazy, man. I've
been driving in my car recently.
I said, I gotta try this thing, and man, it's like fell in love with it, bro.
And the thing about it is, you and Geishka are ahead of the game because you guys have the camera, you have the equipment. You guys don't have to worry about that. I need to do.
I just had the guy in Videotron tell me, man, you should do a podcast.
There you go.
It's funny you say that. I have one. And thanks to you guys, I have it fucking running smooth. There's no glitching. You guys didn't notice, eh?
Oh, I noticed.
I have to thank you guys. I am fucking loving this. I haven't had my name called out in weeks.
And StreamYard, man, made it even simpler. Because now you can do the green screen, man. I didn't have none of that stuff at first.
Really, huh?
Yep. So
but you guys are all paid subscribers to it, right?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, I'm paid. There's a free one, but with a free one, you limit some of the things you can do. I'm a paid
that stupid duck on the corner.
Yeah, you got that duck on it. And then I don't think that you can have 10 people in there neither.
No, you can't.
You can only have like 5, I think.
You can do OBS too. OBS is like
I don't like OBS.
The one channel I'm on, he like kind of has like a hand signal to get us to stop talking. He goes like that, closes his fist, and we stop talking. So he does everything on OBS, but
you can use OBS too, but for them that would be a little bit complicated. I have to teach them because I still have a few things that I need to learn about it.
It's the backstage of that's complicated. You know how you start your countdown with the music and how do you see could you see when that's actually going on?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that because you're paid?
You have to be paid to get the intros and everything. Yes, you have to pay for that. Yeah.
Okay.
You do. But once you're paying for it, it's not that expensive. Like what is it, $10-$20 a month?
Thanks, bro. And that doesn't mean I'm gonna take it easy on you on the court either.
And Matt said 6 people on a free account. Yeah, that's correct. You can have 6 people on the free account, but I think it's limited with the videos that you can upload there too.
Like hours, only like 20 hours a month, ain't it? Something like that.
Yeah,
exactly.
That was killing me, boy. Because at first I was pumping. You only got 2 hours left. What the hell? So I'll be like,
That's right. Flash, my man.
And you see, and you see the thing with me is I don't do a lot of videos, but that's because I do the live streams. I love to do live streams. So I'm popping on live streams, I'm doing my own live streams, and I've always felt more comfortable doing live streams than I did doing the videos. You know what I mean? But every now and then, if I have to, I'll throw one up there. You know what I mean?
Live streams get you the super chats, and videos get you the subs.
Exactly. And that's why I say I got lucky, because I did a live stream, which is what got me my subs. You know what I mean? It usually doesn't work that way, but I just happened to do Coming to America, and people were searching that shit and subbing to the channel. It was crazy.
Oh yeah.
And Rob said, yeah, his girl's trying to build her channel too. That is correct, you know?
Well, you got a good leader right there.
I do all my videos using StreamYard. Man, that StreamYard is like a blessing.
Absolutely. You can record right away. You could just record it there, boom, download it, then you can edit it if you have to.
And then what I like about it too, I'm sorry, Anzo, is that
go ahead.
So you make 5 in one day. Say Sunday is your day. I'm gonna talk about 5 different topics. You can record all 5 different topics and then have them ready to 10 o'clock on Monday. I'm gonna set second 10 o'clock on Tuesday, 3 o'clock on Wednesday. You can do all that stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Sounds like a plan. I know once I get started, or once Geistar and I get started, the ball's gonna roll. I feel it.
And like I said, like Robert said, man, come on the show. He gets you the subs. I made a call out yesterday or the night before. I was like, yeah, my boy Geistar needs some subs, and boom, got the subs right there. So
I'm at
62 right now. We only had like 1 or 2 shows, but now you can come on Robert's show, Anzo's show, my show. I'm sure Chris let you come on. And so there's plenty of people you can come on.
Absolutely.
I wanted to ask you, Danny, whatever happened to our boy Mad? Do you know?
I talked to Mad through chat. He be on other people's streams, so I guess he just
cut.
Just dipped.
Bro.
Yeah.
I really like that guy, man. He was fun, man.
I still talk to him, but I mean, I guess sometimes things just
teach their own. Teach their own.
I gotta start doing streams.
Danny's better than me because I said fuck that guy.
I ain't mad at him, man.
I'll tell you why I'm mad. Is because
who mad?
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. Because the first time he texted me, I'm like, yo, he asked me, we're doing Square One. I'm like, yeah, we're doing Square One, man. This Saturday, boom, boom, boom. And then when we were doing Square One, he went and did his own stream. And I was like, well, why the fuck did you ask me if you're doing Square One and you're on there doing your own stream? You know what I mean? Like at the same time that we're doing ours. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Felt kind of disrespectful to me. So
right. Gotcha. Yeah, well, what's the point? Hey, you guys doing a stream? All right, cool, man. Check out mine later.
And then I see. And the thing, not only did he do that, I sent him a message and he didn't respond to me. So I'm like, all right, well, then fuck you. So, you know how I am.
Yeah, that's a little too sensy right there, yo. Yeah, you have something to say.
Right. Yeah, you know how I am. I'm
like, all right.
Cool. So
the other Mads, the male Mads, man, not you.
Yes, no, not you.
Never you, Mama Bear.
And not you either, you know.
Not you either, 1306. This is a different Mad.
Yeah, so
it's Mad 1307. No, I don't know.
I gotta start doing a stream.
It's the Mad Cowboy.
I gotta start doing a stream during the daytime or something, because man, all these
you got the perfect platform to get thousands of damn subs in one night.
Yeah. There was one time I was just gonna maybe I'll just mute the music and have it on in the background. Let everybody know, hey, I'm streaming live. Let all the girls know and shit. But I can't.
You see, usually in the clubs, right? I know they usually do one set where they're dressed, not fully dressed, but before they take off all their clothes, maybe panty and thong.
One is fully nude, and the one in New Jersey isn't. But the point is, I'm going to get copyright strike by the music the second I have like Juice WRLD or any of that stuff playing.
You find a way to cut the music off.
There's no way to do that.
You stop it. You got to stop it. Stop it.
Unless I was doing a mix. Maybe if I did a mix, it's my own spin on.
No, what you would do is before you upload it, you would edit it and just add out the music. And then maybe you could do a commentary where you're talking over it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Well, guys, we are almost. 15 more minutes, 10 more minutes, and then we close it up.
Yeah, why not do a 3 hour round it off?
All right, we could do.
Oh shit! It's 1 o'clock.
This is what happens. Sometimes the show is fire. You know what I mean?
I'm just surprised my bladder lasted this long. I'm old, yo.
I'm about to bucket on my desk.
Go to sleep.
That's the trick, eh? You don't see me getting all fidgety normally at the end of the show.
You got 10 minutes. You can't hold off for 10 minutes.
Oh God!
When you see my camera,
I'm not gonna lie. I've been eating too, but I shut my camera off and I muted my mic while I was eating.
Yeah. You either. I turn off my camera when I'm taking a puff. You know what I mean? You see me doing this, it's because I'm taking a puff. So it is what it is. But anybody got any last thoughts before we close up? We got 10 minutes, so free for all, whatever anybody wants to say. Guys,
wait, did Guys Car speak up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I led you the opening. That's right.
I don't know. Going back to the whole channel and content, I'm gonna get around to it. I'm also was thinking of also have it some DUI.
You don't want no DUI.
No DUI with the DYI because that causes disasters. Like fixer uppers. I do a lot of renovations and stuff, and a lot of people are telling me, dude, you're good at doing those stuff. You should tape yourself, doing stuff. So,
I remember I sent a picture on Facebook. And Gash goes like, boy, your wires need some work, man. You remember that Gash guy? He's like, look at the wires.
And you said, come over and fix them.
I was like, yeah, come over and do my fucking wires then, bro. Like, shit. You're telling me I need to work on them, then come do them for me.
That's true.
You look at the back of my TV, I just got everything plugged into a sidebar. It's all over there. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yo, Josh, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, brother.
Why are you always in the corner, man? Oh, sorry, in the corner.
Oh, because I'm trying to it's hard to explain. It's just the way that I have a stupid desk over here.
I feel like you're a disc jockey even when you're here.
Well,
no, it's like WKRP in Cincinnati.
It's good to have some space to counterbalance and all that stuff. Final thoughts.
I'm jealous, man. Jealous, yo.
Final thoughts. I just want to say, be nice, everybody. I know it's crazy times, but all the shit that I'm seeing in the club, man, people acting nuts, starting fights, just be nice to your fellow man. Be good. That's all I gotta say.
Respect.
Much love. Mucho amor.
All I gotta say is, where'd Anzo go?
You see how I just turned off the camera? Because all night I'm good. Till Roberto started talking about pissing, and I'm like, nah, I gotta go piss.
Shit. Don't you hate that, man? Like, I got the remote control and shit.
Good. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, shit, this mother.
I am holding my shit. Like,
Roberto's gonna go to bed and goes, honey, I didn't have to go pee, bro.
You crazy? She's gonna hear me running up the stairs knowing, oh, you held it long again, huh? I don't know why I do it at such an old age, man. That's high risk.
Oh yeah. When I went to go see Endgame, bro, I kid you not, I pissed like 3 times during that movie, man. 3-hour movie. I was like, I can't hold it. I gotta go piss. I did the.
Yo, is this shit really 4 hours? This one I'm watching now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It is 4 hours
wicked.
Of fabulous.
That's wicked. Like I'm jonesing to watch the last 2 hours. I don't want to watch it. So far, I'm loving it.
It's good, eh?
Yeah, but I feel like I told Josh. I feel like I've seen it before.
You did. If you've seen the original Justice League, you've seen it before.
I did.
Yeah, you've seen it before.
But it wasn't 4 hours long, was it?
No, what happened was they cut his movie and then they added their own shit. and then people were crying to get his vision out, so he finally was able to make it.
Oh, I see. I got you now.
Yeah, and
I'm loving it.
It's light years better than the first.
I am loving it.
It's so good, man.
And I'm halfway through. I can only imagine how much better it's going to get.
Oh, it's so good. I had to steal this from it because this was a scene. Oh no, I'm not going to show it to you. I'll let you watch it because I can't steal that scene from you.
Is it from the second? But it does, like I was telling Josh, it has takes, right? Take one, take two,
chapters.
Chapters, okay.
Yeah. And that was how we planned to do it. But he said because I watched a video today. He said there's somewhere where it's playing in IMAX, but it has a intermission, right? So maybe after 2 hours there's an intermission and you go in and watch the last two. But yeah, man, definitely. What's Flash say here? Onzo will have Falcon and Winter Soldier watch party on Friday, 2:30 or 3. He will. That is correct.
If you're not shutting it down, I do want to say something a little bit about the Snyder Cut.
Go ahead.
I want to rebuttal with what I said to you on your other stream. Because
hold up, Roberto hasn't seen it yet, eh?
No, nothing spoilers. Just like
thank you guys,
just the fact that I wasn't going to do that to him, but no, I need to rewatch it, and I need to rewatch it under better conditions. I think there were parts where I was tired, and maybe I slept too late or slept like 10 minutes during it. And also the volume was messed up on my computer, so I could hear what they were saying, but I didn't hear the whole thing. And I just need to rewatch it anyway, just to get a full scope. But yeah, I think I'll get a better understanding.
You got to watch it on high definition TV.
Yeah,
don't watch it on your computer.
I haven't had that chance yet.
Yeah, it looks so good on high definition TV.
Or on my phone when I'm on the bus.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. So we got 5 minutes left. What we'll do is we'll go around the panel. Oh, go ahead, Danny. What you gonna say?
So I got a 3D TV, and I was like, "Damn, wish this shit was in 3D." But
yeah, me too.
On high definition.
Me too. I have a 3D
go to
TV.
IMAX. If I can go to IMAX and see it, I would. I'd do that.
Oh, if I could, if it comes out IMAX here, I'll go see it. I'll sit down and watch that movie for hours, man, because that would be absolutely crazy. But with that being said, we'll go around the panel so these guys could talk about the channels. First off, we'll start off with Movie Aficionados. We'll go the other way around. Movie. The other people, sir.
All right, Movie Aficionados on Facebook and YouTube. I'm trying to get these videos out every day. I have some good things coming down the pipeline, some good reviews coming up. So now I have time, and check me out, man. Check out my group too on Facebook.
Excellent. Mr. Danny Graham.
Danny, AKA Comment Chat. Thanks for joining tonight, for the invite. I appreciate it. Got some things coming out later this week. The round table on Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Square One, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. And Friday, we're going to try and do Equilibrium, where we'll be discussing Superman and Lois, which I think is
trash.
Great. But somebody on the panel does not think it's good. So,
oh my God, it's trash.
Please check us out. The show is not trash.
Yes, it is, and I can't tell you why. Because I hated the last episode that I watched, because the final one I fell asleep on. Like that one was just like, oh my God, I fell asleep.
So the season's over with already?
No, I think it's a break, like a break before.
Have you watched the last episode of Black Lightning?
I'm gonna get to that next.
You gotta watch it. Because that change gonna be like, what?
Well, that's the thing. I watched the Superman, then I'm finishing up The Walking Dead, and then I'm gonna get to Black Lightning. Yeah. So, Gaishka, talk about your channel, sir.
Basco Scenario. You can catch gaming clips there. Like I said, I'm going to be working on some videos now that guys are hinting. You just have to do this and have to do that. So I'm probably going to start doing that because slowly that's what I've been doing, listening to people. And yeah, man, that's where you can find me. Also, thank Gonzo, thank you, Roberto, Danny, Josh, for being here, man. It's always fun every Wednesday. Even if I'm running on fumes, the topics were fire. And yeah, much love, man.
And next up is Mr. Roberto.
Okay, hope you're all ready for this.
Yeah, man.
101. when that day comes, I can't even rhyme. Just get me to 101 and you'll see that shit, yo. That's all I'm asking.
Same.
Much love and respect to everybody.
What's the name of your YouTube channel, Roberto?
I don't even know.
Trendy Mendy. It's in the descriptions on the video, Danny. So you can go in the description.
Trendy
Roberto's
Mendy.
channel is there. Yeah. His channel is there. Geishka's there. Movie Aficionados is there. I just want to say thank you guys that all sent the super chats today. Enough respect for all of that. You know what I mean? Thank you for watching us again. We had a great show. We went 3 hours today. You know, we were accustomed to going 3 hours in the beginning. I was like, you know, we should like slow it down. But today was fire, so we did a little extra. We always try to keep it to 2 hours.
We didn't put up a show last week, so we'll give you an extra hour this week.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And here's the cricket sound effects for you.
Oh, man, you're the best. You are the best. I don't know how I make it all week till Wednesday, man. I love this shit.
Me too. It's great to do this with you guys, man, once again. So with that being said, guys, we will be closing it up. Peace out. Enough respect. Peace. Oh, wrong one. Because I got rid of some.
It's all good, Hanzo. Hey, listen, the day you get it right, it ain't.
I will get it right. But where the fuck did it go?
Exit,
Peace
take
out,
2.
people.
Take 3.
I'm gonna pull it all the way back.
No, that's not it. Hold on, guys. It's coming. Hold on. It's coming.
Help him, Danny. Help him.
3,000.
Yeah, here we go. Peace.